But here we go, guys. First match of the night. First match of the JKLY 69. This is a weekly online Guilty Gear Strive tournament every Friday, 8 p.m. EST, with a $153 prize pool tonight at least. We're starting off with fellow TO MediKitt over there playing that ABBA, Tenack representing Team Factor and SJS on this Ramlethal. And I'm joined here with Avian. We're going to be having some good Strive tonight.
Yep, the good Strive already rolling here from the side of Tenack. Perfect to get things kicked off, not only with the set, but with the JKLY in general. Here we go. We got MediKitt playing newly buffed ABBA. Not really any new bells and whistles, but getting some great quality of life stuff, like being able to throw without having that jealousy meter go down.
Definitely a nice change. We'll see how that benefits her. Of course, she got hit a little bit on her hop kick. We'll see if we get punished for that here in this route at all. Tenack going to go into that early Calvados.
Whoa.
Doesn't want MediKitt to get that burst. And actually, we're going to get rewarded for that, Avian, because we're going to get that first game.
Yeah, I was like, the moment that Tenack went into Calvados, I knew that that was going to be it. I mean, look at that starter. Windshield wipers into two of the best damage, least scaling moves in the game. And then finally into Calvados, a super that has only been locked around some pretty strange conditions. You had to have known that was going to kill, and I know for sure I did.
Well, if this was Season 1, Season 2 Guilty Gear Strive, I mean, damn, that super was killing at half HP from what I remember, but we're going to see right now. MediKitt trying to get some started with that hop kick. Tenack going to fight back, showing off his own hop kick. MediKitt's going to burst, gets you a chance to get that JR for free, but now you got to make it count.
All right, we're going right back in normal mode. No meter on the side of Tenack. Going to be so scary to navigate regardless. Showing it off there with a close slash. We're already going through the wall. Already getting the hard knockdown and positive bonus. Tenack has been playing out these situations on offense so incredibly well. It feels like MediKitt never has a chance to catch up.
Well, yeah, it will be feast or famine too, I imagine. You know, as someone, as a spectator of these characters, not necessarily a player. You know, if I see this ABBA start cooking this Ramlethal, she's not going to be getting up unless she has that 50 tension to fight back with. Of course, if Tenack can lock you down with this forced pressure with those SEH swords, then ABBA's going to have a hard time fighting back out.
Yeah, so looking at it right now, trying to see what exactly MediKitt can do. Oh, got a 2K there, didn't quite connect on the 2D. Could have been a great change of momentum there for MediKitt, but instead is going to be sent to the wall with this Calvados.
Tenack really capitalizing, Aiding on those. You know, I'm calling them the early Calvadoses, right? But just like saying, hey, I got both my swords. I don't need, like you said, it's a specific condition or to use them now. You actually need both those swords with that 50 tension as well. So Tenack, just simple routes here, just going straight into that super, saying this is all I'm going to need.
Doing exactly the bare minimum to get work done. I mean, that's one of the things you can appreciate about the Tenack Ram. No need for anything too fancy. Just gets the mix-ups going, gets the combos going. Make sure not as much damage left on the table as possible. Forcing MediKitt to switch over to the Giovanna. Feels like the ABBA isn't working and shows it off right there. Going away from the namesake this time, Jeek.
Yeah, I mean, MediKitt has been working on this Giovanna for a bit. Shoutouts to Wild has actually been helping him out with this character swap. MediKitt likes to pick this Giovanna for those hard matchups, or sometimes for those surprise game 5, saying, hey, I'm going to mix something up with this Giovanna. So I'm doing it at Evo, and it worked. So we'll see if it works right here against Tenack. Really strong start so far.
Right, I was not aware of the Giovanna experience that already came from MediKitt's side, but listen, he's letting the gameplay do the talking right now. I said, listen, I don't gotta tell you anything, because these throws, this strike throw pressure is gonna tell you just the same.
Next, going to keep you back here. Unfortunately, getting caught holding up on that H sword, so we're going to get some damage out here. In fact, we're going to build up that mortar bottle in time. MediKitt's still feeling pretty all right here. We're probably going to get that burst back. Hopefully, in this round, maybe we get the fight back a little bit if we can get out of this corner. Tenack, unfortunately, dropping that backdash BRC, but on the next interaction, still gets his perfect, still gets on set point.
Not gonna let that first round go unpunished is Tenack. However, MediKitt looking incredibly comfortable on this Giovanna. Should have zero problem taking a round back of his own if he's on top of things.
Nice counter hit confirmed here from MediKitt on that 214K. chasing down Tenack, not trying to give him any chance to breathe. He does have his tension, but unfortunate drop right here from MediKitt. Tenack's gonna get a chance to spend it.
I like that burst immediately. Still got to deal with the sword pressure though. Fuzzy jump out, make sure that no mix is on the table, and what a jab by Tenack, enforcing that corner pressure. Gonna be sending MediKitt through the wall once again. Now with the hard knockdown, takes the life and puts it down to even. We are looking to be able to close this out with one good mix-up.
Great blocks here from MediKitt for the most part. Does only need one more hit to try to close it out, Avian, but same thing for Tenack here, chipping you away, but the back throw. MediKitt probably going for a tech there on defense, but Tenack a little late on whatever we were going for. The grab, the meaty, I don't know, but the back throw comes out. MediKitt's going to stay alive.
No way. What a horrible way to finish it. You can see here, should be looking at the instant replay. You had a chance to go for the OTG. Windshield wipers would have killed even with those swords, but that hesitation keeps MediKitt not only in the game, but also in the set as well.
We are locked on that Giovanna at this point, but hey, that may be a blessing as well as it's playing, as long as it's keeping us up with Tenack a little early on that throw. Couldn't get that one out, but we still got this Geo in the corner, and that sword pop's going to pay off. MediKitt spending that burst to stay in this round.
I was going to say the exact same thing, G. I'm like, you know what? That may have been beneficial overall, regardless of how it looked at first.
I like, hey, dude, I love these backdashes, just dodging that 5K. It's keeping, you know, threatening that negative penalty, but as long as it's keeping you alive, hey, yeah, go ahead and backdash. In fact, look, it pays off. Look at this damage we got. Tenack does have a little bit of burst here to spend on that orange wild assault if we get a chance to get a hit confirmed.
Man, had a combo there at first, and what a pickup with the air-to-air. Smart riding by Tenack is all that is going to take to close out this round, once again in the set point situation.
This has got to be the most Calvadoses I've seen from a Ramlethal Avian in months, at least in a single set like this.
I gotta hard agree. I mean, we usually don't see that move anymore, especially with the fact that it has so many requirements. However, Tenack always seems to be finding himself in situations very often where it allows.
And there's that rock. If you guys don't know, it got changed quite a bit. We'll have to see if MediKitt already knows the counterplay if you have to block it. We're getting in, we're getting these throws.
We want it.
Trying to see if Tenack wants to press anything, but a counter hit on the other side.
MediKitt wanted that throw so badly. Tenack making him pay. Calvados might be a tough one to try to survive, especially with the extra move supplementing the damage and pushing Tenack all the way to the next round.
But Vagabond actually pulling out a different character today. I'm used to seeing my man on the Potemkin, but right now he's going to bless us with this Happy Chaos.
Very, very different characters. Not so much in terms of the tier list anymore, but in terms of archetype, basically night and day.
Yeah, we'll have to see if those clone changes come up. Happy Chaos got a little bit of a hit on his 6S. Boohoo. Cry him a river. But also Kai, man, Kai, if you guys don't know, this guy is juiced up. Definitely has some good stuff coming for him. We'll see if Galaxy pulls it off and shows you today. But Bachman's got some good defense here in the corner so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I mean, Vodka Man has been doing not too bad on defense overall. Has just been getting caught in neutral and finally loses what I would say is one of his first defensive interactions overall, but is going to end up taking the round for it.
Gonna roll and get that mix. Galaxy with some good defense here, but got caught with that counter. Probably trying to press out for a second, but the DP buys us some time. Bachman, FD blocking out this Kai bit, has some meter to play with. We're playing some footsies out here. Bachman trying to check with that 5P, but now Galaxy's running the pressure. He's got you in this corner, got that shock state applied, but Bachman with that great defense, ready to check that Foudre arc.
Ready for the conversion as well. Okay, Vodka Man, I see you pulling out the new characters as well. I get it though, new patch, new characters, new me.
I'm gonna stay on top of you. Nice fuzzy jump there from Bachman, but Galaxy was ready with that 5P.
Dude, these jabs on both sides, I've been supreme, showcasing it there as well. I mean, I feel like one of the fundamental skills of Guilty Gear Strive is being able to convert some of those really small hits into big situational advantages.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game about slash and heavy slash, but if you can get away with those light normals, with those jabs, I mean, even 5Ks, you can do some cool stuff off them right there. Bachman with the stagger, gonna catch Galaxy, bringing us to this last round.
Oh, didn't quite get the link off. Some of that character unfamiliarity. The cracks are showing here for Vodka Man. Got Galaxy 90 trying to get something going here. Goes for the burst, but Vodka Man takes his turn right back.
There's that heavy stun edge. Gonna keep you here in this corner. Galaxy doing a good job spending this RC, staying on top of Bachman here, but doing so very staggered. Trying to say, Bachman, please press a button, homie. But Bachman with some good blocks, just simple hold down back, and it pays off. We're gonna 6S you to the other side of the screen. We're gonna Deus Ex you through.
Now one combo will do it. Didn't believe in the gunshot, something you cannot say on Happy Chaos in particular. Goes for the burst bait. Actually had the correct read, but was wrong on the side. Now you gotta hold this. Oh. Oh my gosh. And it killed too.
Oh my god, Avian. Well, there you go, I guess. Goddamn. Really good DP right there. That's the shock state DP that we were able to pull off there from Galaxy. Oh my lord. Now, Stun Dipper, of course, got changed a bit too, but you don't see too much of that change there in the corner. But hey, man, all you needed for it to hit was to hit and get that red RC to follow it up.
I mean, that's just... In poker, we call that a bad beat. You play well, you do the right things, but sometimes your opponent can just pull one out. It's like, oh my goodness. Such a bad beat there for Vodka Man this time. Ends up saying, you know what? Maybe the new character will give me a new set of downs and some new luck as well.
Definitely liking seeing this Lucy. Everyone's giving her a shot, it seems like. We're going to get in there. This is a really cool route. You saw, of course, using that quick hack almost as a red RC as it cancels your recovery. Buckman getting back in there with that Rekka kick. Oh my god, we're dealing some damage out here. Jesus, Avian. I'm trying to sit here and explain the character. Buckman's giving me no chance. We're getting around.
Man, I got to say, Vodka Man already looking substantially more comfortable here on this Lucy. I want to say than he ever did on the HC, but the HC didn't even really get a chance to shine. Immediately switching off to a new character.
Galaxy, of course, looking pretty comfortable on this Kai, unfortunately, scooping in the other direction right there. I don't know what happened. You guys are going to have to go back and check the VOD to see. Bachman going to get that punish. That 2S is a gnarly button. Going for this route again. You guys saw him do it earlier. Going forward again. Of course, when you pick the counter hit as the second option, it always lands on that 2H if you do that specific route. Bachman showing you some cool stuff here on this day one Lucy.
There we go. Tries to get some pressure and continue it there with the throw. No cigar though. Galaxy 90 getting a chance to shine. Burst bait by Vodka Man. This time going to get it out of Galaxy with the burst bait not in play.
Going to pacify Galaxy, not give him a chance to spend any of that tension if he builds it back up in time. And in fact, we're going to try to close it out. Only one more hit to do it. In fact, Chip will do it, and it's going to be the chip off of that gunshot. I think Galaxy did block it in time, but it is a special move, and you didn't have the HP to play with.
Man, I mean, that was really sick coming out there, utilizing the hack super. Like I said, was able to actually watch a little bit of Lucy, especially there with the Razzo Lucy in particular. And she wasn't really one to do a ton in regards to like the hacks or do a ton in terms of the debuffs or buffs. So seeing that Vodka Man already has some setups pre-planned is definitely a sight for sore eyes.
We'll see. Vodka Man feeling pretty good about this one. And also just some good fundies too, right? We were talking about the jabs earlier on the Happy Chaos. That last combo was a jab from Vodka Man, and also already ready to bait these DPs. Unfortunately, couldn't get the full combo after, but that's the fundies, man. You got a fast character, you can get these dash-in throws, you can bait these DPs, you can keep Galaxy guessing.
Vod Command in general, though, just setting up absolute control of the neutral here. Galaxy hasn't really had too many opportunities to do much of anything. Gets the unintentional side switch, and now once again is going to play out to Galaxy's favor.
Galaxy jailing you back in this corner. Vod Command with that good defense on her. What character you use on? She can't block forever. That Sacred Edge is going to end this round for Galaxy. Strong stuff. Keeping that pressure on top of Vod Command. If you're actually hitting Vod Command, you're doing something right. He's letting up. You're staggering him in just the right way. And you got to keep putting that pressure on him.
And Galaxy finally finding his footing against the new character. You know, one of the things I didn't even consider when booting up with the Lucy for the first time right now is that Galaxy may not be super familiar with this matchup. You can't really be on a character that's only 2 days old.
For sure. I mean, unless you're playing ranked right now, and even then, you probably only see one every other match. You know, not a lot of those Lucy's. Vod Command getting a counter hit, but not that much HP to play with. Good block there from Galaxy. I think that's -4, so it was able to take our turn back. Vod Command going to get scooped down with that Fudra arc. This Kai is going to stay in the running. Let's see if Vod Command stays on that Lucy and keeps it going. We were able to get a game already with one. Or we're going to see if we're going to pull out another character. Avian, it looks like at this point we're on random select, so we'll see if Vod Command wants to swap it up.
There's no way. I mean, who knows? Vod Command might pull out the pot, might be the final boss right now.
Oh.
However, it could be just about anyone, and there it is. Called it out perfectly. Here comes the grappler that we knew and didn't quite love from last patch. Now trying to come in here, shake it up, and shake up Galaxy 9 as well with the Busters.
Now, Avian, I know Vod Command as one, like the Potemkin, right? At least over here in the Jeekly, my man. Top 8'd the first ever Jeekly we had. Top 8'd a lot of them after that also, in fact. And then even as of late is able to be pulling up, coming in, and fighting these NA players for a spot in the top 8 of this tournament on this Potemkin. And this character has been eating more and more every patch, it seems like. Don't want to jinx Vod Command. We'll see what he can show us. But Galaxy going to get that burst first away from this big body.
Like, Galaxy already playing extremely well, though, Jeek. I mean, one of the things that you could really highlight has been not necessarily that he has done anything super genius or, you know, super innovative, but he is doing an incredible job of playing off of the mistakes that Vod Command has been making.
Oh, nice job catching that hammerfall forward, but Vod Command going to get another hammerfall route to close out the round. Fighting there. We got to see. I need to pay more attention, Aiden. I wonder if that slide head nerf has showed itself at all yet. I know that that was one of the hits to Potemkin in this patch, but also some changes to those Mega Fists. Maybe Vod Command's going to show you some new routes.
I feel like we're sticking with the same old. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and that can definitely be said about the Gigantic Kai loops.
And we got some Vod Command fans in the chat here. I see you, QQ. I see everybody in the chat, by the way. Thank you all for hanging out over here. Always love seeing the support out here watching. If you guys aren't playing, I don't mind as long as you're here watching, as long as you're having a good time enjoying Guilty Gear Strive. That red RC from Vod Command is going to see that burst flash, and we're going to even up the games here. We're going to game 5, and it's going to be on this Potemkin.
I don't know about Vod Command, but whenever I am able to bait a burst, I know I'm enjoying playing some Guilty Gear. So he's at least heeding the call. If not everyone else in this chat, we see it here. The red RC comes out absolutely textbook. Says, you know what? I have more than enough time to read what I want Galaxy to do. Ends up getting out the burst and ends up taking the game forward as well.
If you guys like what you're seeing, do your players a favor now. I see some of you already doing it. ! Macherino in the Twitch chat. Claim some of those codes. Thanks to our mod, WanderingHuman, for already contributing a lot of money to this prize pool. We're already up to $150. If you want to add more, claim those free codes every 4 at the dollar to the pot. Your players will really appreciate it. Galaxy doing a good job against Vod Command so far, keeping him in that corner, but a one hit back. We're here in neutral, and now we're dash dancing right now. Walk back, walk forward. We're trying to get somebody with him.
Here comes Vod Command. Trying to pull out all the stops here. Gets the routing into the Garuda, into the pot buster. One more shield for this round. Gets the deflect shield. Catches a very scared Galaxy 90, and now is sitting on set point Trying to pull victory out of the jaws of defeat.
Galaxy a little preempted there with that defensive mechanic. Vodka also getting a little active here with some of these buttons you saw, and it pays off sometimes, right? Right there, that flick connected. Galaxy going to use that Wild Assault. That orange Wild Assault did get hit a little bit, but not for the purpose that Galaxy just used it for. It's still just as functional in that way. Able to get that hit confirm, able to get that RTL to get this positive bonus cranking.
So, I mean, just in terms of the positive bonus, not going to make much use when all Potemkin needs is the 50 to do away with your health bar. Oh, no! Galaxy 90 trying to correct his mistakes there with the 6P. Gotta see if the offense here is going to be enough. He's plus there off the Fujark. Continues to be plus. Has to try to find the burst. Vodka Man finds it, and now we got Gigantor. It's going to be real scary.
It's so ominous right here. Hey, good stuff there from Galaxy. Walked up and tanked those 3 hits of the Gigantor, and it paid off. Good stuff there from Galaxy. Sometimes you can be intimidated. You walk all the way back to the corner. But Baiken gave Galaxy a little bit of space, and we took advantage of that. We walked up, tanked that Kai, paid off, got that DP. Now we're on the last round. Still either player's game.
I almost said that we have a pretty distinct burst advantage, but with the health pool that Potemkin's got, even post-nerfs, you know that burst is going to be able to come back in an instant.
And just like that, we were able to get Galaxy's back after that good jab. Confirmed from Vodka, but the 5D is going to be the mix. Galaxy has the Sacred Edge ready as well. Vodka going to be hard knocked down here, but that burst is coming back, like you said, Avian. We got that tension to fight with as well. This armor is going to help us get started.
Uh-oh. Some more defense coming out here from Galaxy 90. So scary. Great deflect shield. That could have been baited out and could have been curtains for Galaxy. Vodka Man return to the favor, though.
One more combo from either player could do it at this point, possibly. We're going to hammer fall in. We're going to get that knockdown. Vodka Man going to force it in with that delay cancel PRC. Very close game from both players. Awesome stuff there from Galaxy. But Vodka Man went to the final boss at the end. Closed it out on that Potemkin.
What? Okay. All right, SQ coming through to the Jeekly. I believe definitely, I wouldn't necessarily say a regular, but she enters the bracket very often, is always a treat to watch. Now is going to be coming through on the new character and in one of the better colors as well. It's got to be the color 8. So crazy.
Yeah, definitely loving these colors we're seeing. Unfortunately, we don't get too many different hairstyles, as in we only have, I think, literally one hair for each color, but CD Projekt Red, Ario, you know, they're already doing us a great service by allowing Lucien in the game. But Desti saying, I don't care what this character looks like, I'm still going to run my Baiken routes. I'm going to get on top of you with that 5D SQ. It's going to be sent through the wall here. Desti with some really cool Baiken routes to close out that round. Now, this is a very fast character, the Lucy, but not blessed with that much HP.
As in, kind of already cursed with the Pixie archetype. What a read on the parry from Desti, but not able to get the conversion. Some of those new character blooms come into play early.
I like, oh, you saw Desti right there going for like a 5P safe jab to get that jump in. SQ has this burst to play with, gonna run up to get that 2S started, but man, we got a lot of HP to chew through, and it's gonna be that full screen seemingly air throw from Desti to close it out. Man, that was a really far air throw. Strong stuff there from Desti.
Man, I love that already. Let's take a look at it again. Gets the wall break and says, all right, SQ has to make some crazy reads in order to try to win this thing. I'm going to make a crazy read right back and takes the game for it. What an incredible play from Desti.
We're going to see what SQ can get started here. You saw her using a bit of that 2S. Definitely a good way to get things started. Also, this far slash is a house on this Lucy. It does have some of its weaknesses with that lingering hitbox, but when you're getting those hits, it looks like this button does everything. Good DP there as well. If you guys weren't aware, you do got that reversal from Lucy as well. Desti going to frame trap you with this Baiken pressure you guys been used to seeing. Baiken had a little bit of change on her Yerzansen. If you haven't seen it so far in this round, Desti is showing off some normal stuff. Going to keep this Lucy in the corner, but SQ, good job getting out.
SQ now trying to figure out what's going on from full screen. Going right back to it with the super and the wall break as well. No imminent danger here except for that tap dust. Just destroying Desti, and SQ is right back in this set.
That mono wire animation with Lucy's hair shooting back like that always looks so sick. We'll see Desti gonna Tommy you down. Good just box there from SQ. Doesn't matter if she's on a different character, she still has her defense. And an amazing trade hit pick up there from SQ.
Gonna be getting some more of that glitch state as well. Mix a proc on the way out. But it should be all good. It should have zero problem closing out this round as long as Desti doesn't burst. But he says, you know what? You already knew I was gonna burst. This game could possibly be in my hands. SQ denying any chance of the comeback though. Takes it and now is up 2-0.
Now maybe those rounds weren't as fast as the first game you saw, but definitely felt just as oppressive, I'll say. Both of these players so far have had a chance to run their stuff. SQ not giving Desti any chance to breathe once we got you in that corner. We're jailing you back with that far slash, and we're using those really quick normals off. You saw that trade hit with that 5K. I think it's like 6-7 frames. Point is that there are some fast buttons here on this character. SQ doing a good job of using them.
Absolutely. DP already out for SQ. Love this here. Burst coming through. Desti wants to try to take control wherever they can, but SQ is making it real tough.
Oh my lord, that looks like Bridget 2H, Aven. You know what that one looks like. SQ doing it with the Lucy right there.
Yep, it is going to proc the glitch state and get the perfect as well. SQ putting on a clinic so far.
There's that combo off of throw. Just like Testament has. Some people would say even better. Ooh.
There we go. Wants to get the burst out of Desti. Desti says you can have it. You just got to make sure you get hit by it first.
SQ doesn't need to do any
fire slash. Not able to
a few more hits.
Should be able to kill, and sure does. SQ taking the game right back and maintaining that 1-game lead.
There we go. If you didn't know who SQ was after watching that first game, you would have been like, oh, Desti has this. It's like, oh man, this one's going to be a 3-0. But no, yeah. SQ just had to, got to get her hands on the controller. said, hold on, stream. Hold on. Let me gamer lean. And let me see what I can do here. By the way, SQ probably streaming her run right now. Feel free to check her out. Get her up on that other monitor. Definitely show your support around to the whole scene. People streaming the brackets, streaming their other brackets, guys. Spread that love.
Uh-oh. We're going to get the burst out of Desti once again. Ooh, that air-to-air pickup as well. Tried to keep it rolling with the offense, but the burst is going to allow SQ to continue it regardless.
Gonna finish it up with that super. Not the most impressive super in terms of damage dealt, but maybe you guys will be able to see that animation hopefully tonight. Definitely that instant kill animation, that astral finish looks pretty cool. SQ gonna close out that round, go to set point with the back throw on Desti's approach. Looking pretty good here on this Lucy. Desti has some good routing right there. Even going to deal some damage. Close out. Attempt to close out this round, rather. SQ is still in it, unfortunately, whipping that 5B. Desti going to be able to super right through and take out SQ here, staying alive, still in set point. Aiden will be back here in just a moment, guys. I'm going to keep commentating this one for y'all. You see SQ trying to fish for that 2H. It paid off earlier when Desti was trying to jump in on us with those high up jumps. Probably not going to fall for that mistake again after SQ makes you feel it once. Nice Rekka follow-up right there to keep Desti here in the corner. Going to spend our burst to keep it going. And what a good call out there for the parry, right? That charged mono wire. Good blocks here from SQ. Jumping over that S tether. Couldn't get a punish on that backdash we saw from Desti, but was able to block that Johnson. Just enough time to stay here, even if we're only in the corner. Trading with that mono wire, you see SQ using that very fast character and those very fast normals to get pickups even after simple trade hits. That 2H is a little bit higher than that JHSQ with a really flashy finisher there at the end. It's going to close out that game 3-1. Strong stuff to her. Now this Axel, and I need my QueenKoa lore is lacking. I think QueenKoa actually used to play the Axel first before the ABBA. I'm not actually sure. I don't know if you know, Avian, but we're going to pull it out here. We're going to try a Zoner v Zoner battle here against El Macho. We're going to walk this Axel down the screen with these cubes, with these spells. QueenKoa blocking it out, just keeping it simple, holding that down back, and reacting to that overhead when it's time.
So far, though, both players have been doing a pretty solid job in the neutral game. As you can see, almost 30 seconds down, and basically half these life bars has not been cracked yet, except for the first ones, who's Macho.
Ooh. Even when we're with him, we're staying active. We're using that PRC to keep ourselves safe. Yeah, that was a weird one. I didn't know how we were going to try to punish that super, if at all. El Macho went for it with that basketball, but QueenKoa was still able to stay alive. Not for too long, though. El Macho's going to open you up in the corner. Going to super you through. Getting another round here against this Axel.
Oh my God, right so far. Both of them cooking so far. Macho already kind of know and love. But I feel like both of these characters...
That 5D is going to pick you up into the cube. El Macho ready to stay active with those spells, ready to keep QueenKoa guessing between that low and high.
Always guessing, but the point when time stops for rocking, it's never a guess. So continue on the combo. Business as usual. QueenKoa taking to the wall.
Under tension on the side of this Asuka, finally able to get that mana back. We were threatened there for a moment. QueenKoa couldn't get a chance to capitalize when the mana was gone, but we were able to get these hits here. But because of that mana shield, because of that defense, it wasn't enough to kill. We still need one more to close out this round.
Okay. Will the combo be able to do it? Not quite. QueenKoa has another chance. You're going to be jump blocking that, which means you don't get a solid punish, especially with the PRC. And the 2-8 is going to be what closes it out there. QueenKoa hanging on and preventing going down 2-0.
Man, these rounds are taking forever too, Avian. I'm not necessarily complaining, just pointing out how long it can take to get to that checkmate in this particular matchup, apparently. Especially when QueenKoa's got pretty good defense. She's not going to be easily persuaded to do anything but down back and react to those overheads. El Macho's got to get creative to try to open her up.
So far it's looking like it's no cigar except for the second tap dust there. Gonna go for the pressure reset, gets the mix up, and this should kill. Macho extends the lead.
Strong stuff here. Now, I definitely think that Axel was putting some work in when we were getting those hits. But, I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. Both these players were struggling to get the hit, so to speak, It definitely seems like Macho was able to run a lot of that pressure if you're looking at the time on each character spent blocking. But that's also kind of how Asuka plays, right? You get some good spells, you get a good, a good couple of cards in the deck. You can keep people locked down for a minute.
Oh, 100%. Gotta see if QueenKoa is gonna be able to get anything going here. Because as of right now, we're seeing those strokes of genius, but we aren't able to see it get strung together for a full game.
There it was right there. El Macho had that mana shield broken. I mean, that's kind of like the key to success for QueenKoa, right? We get a couple good hits. Macho gets a little low on that mana. QueenKoa takes advantage of that and then starts showing you how strong this Axel can be in terms of damage output. Great jab to keep this Asuka here in the corner. Oh my god, we actually picked it up, Avian. That was insane.
Yeah, I was not expecting that pickup from QueenKoa at all. Ends up getting just the extra bit of damage that she might need. However, Macho not trying to let off the brakes just yet.
QueenKoa, oh wow, the double jump back throw. A strong option apparently right there from QueenKoa. I mean, to be fair, Macho, if we were going to stay grounded, didn't really have a good way to interact with QueenKoa when she was that high up in the air, at least looking at the current spells on the replay. So Macho just waiting for their turn to fight back, and then QueenKoa caught you thinking.
Yeah, but like, we will be doing none of that thinking right here. Decision paralysis be damned. You already know I'm going to keep this offense moving. That's exactly what QueenKoa is up to. Finally putting a game on the board. Will we see the comeback here, though, Jeek? That is the real question.
I know one thing, Avian. If the comeback's going to happen, it's going to be a 20-minute set, bro. This one goes crazy long, these two characters.
That is the nature of the game, though. Yeah, especially when you have two of these characters who, you know, doing a similar amount of damage, but at the end of the day, gonna make it real hard for one another to hit each other.
YRC getting you out of that rainwater. No HP on the side of Macho. Of course, your HP only matters once it's 0, and QueenKoa made that so. Closing out that round with a well-placed jump normal.
There we go. Oh no! Whipped there on the Renson. However, QueenKoa not skipping a beat just yet. Macho needs to try to find a way out. Doesn't find anything. Getting those new conversions. Visual patch notes inbound.
Gotta give it to QueenKoa there.
The 2P.
Yeah, I mean, she was so good right there, just checking with that 2P. And I mean, I don't know. By the nature of killing Asuka, you're probably going to break his shield. But I think there's something to be said about a lot of these moments where QueenKoa is really showing her strengths. It's because Macho maybe got a little deep into that mana and then didn't get his chance to get the mana back. QueenKoa interrupts it with like maybe a well-placed full screen normal, trying to scoop up the Asuka with the Rensen. You don't get a chance to get that mana back, and then your shield ends up breaking a lot sooner than you expect.
Especially right now, even with the reduced mana cost coming out here from those Asuka spells, you know, at the end of the day, especially with a well-timed combo with, especially with the time stop, we could be seeing a ton of damage on the side of QueenKoa. Can't really counter out just yet.
Super's going to try to lock you down, but QueenKoa was already ready with those jumps. The basketball just out of range. That was an air ball right there. QueenKoa holding up. We got that up button stuck, but it's paying off.
That was a crazy, crazy read coming out here from QueenKoa. I know you're going to throw, so I'm going to hit you with the exactly appropriate response.
And now Macho being really aggressive now here on this Asuka, right? Just running up, trying to get some Hail Mary close lashes. We saw a throw earlier in this same round. The Wild Assault to close the distance. We're going aggro on this main.
Yep, and that's going to punish the matchup knowledge coming out here from QueenKoa. Lets him go on up to set point.
Some good zoning here from Koa. Good job jumping over that low spell. Macho. Whoa, wow, a back throw coming out. Ended up being a punish throw. QueenKoa a little too deep on that media. Macho probably going for a delayed tech. We got this Axel in the corner, and we got them blocking. Good cards, good mana, building up that tension. But amazing defense here from QueenKoa, but you can't block forever.
Oh, man. It looks like it's just going to be a punish there with the Screamer. 6H to get the conversion into the Gravitron. And now QueenKoa on her last legs in the winner's side. Not something you really expect to say just about ever, but Macho putting the moves on her right now.
Here we go. Oh my God. The brave, the courage, the go for all that mana regen in the face of the hit stun of that 6P. We'll see if we get punished for it. Getting that really weird angle in the cubes. We're trying to dunk them, trying to do some trick shots with these cubes, but Avian trying to get too flashy with it. We're going down to the last round of this last game.
I literally was gonna say, I was like, I feel like Macho's getting too fancy. He's trying to end the game off in style, and QueenKoa makes him pay. And now we're sitting here with a life lead with both players on a set point scenario.
There we go. The no cancel Rensens, I actually love those. Not getting Macho too comfortable with any of QueenKoa's follow-ups on those Rensens if you don't send any follow-up. Gonna go on top of you with that Wild Assault, Jay on your back. Now QueenKoa is saying, I'm good at blocking, but I don't want to block. I'm gonna YRC and try to get something started. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have totsubunger and Insert out here fighting each other. I think totsubunger is the pink one, I think. And Insert on that blue May. Here we go, guys. It's not only a mirror, it's a little bit of a lover's quarrel.
Right there. Oh, I see it there with the tags as well. Got Insert on the blue, totsubunger on the pink there, confirmed. Man, the May mirror. This one's definitely going to get a lot more interesting considering how May has been changed over the last balance patch. I mean, now with the whip punishes being rewarded, the better player may truly always win.
Man, no, I wonder if there's anything fun here, like the loser has to wash the dishes or anything like that. We'll have to see. But Insert, of course, has that meter advantage. Going to close it out there with that 2S. Now that 2S, I don't want to guess and be completely wrong, but there was a change with that 2S in terms of how it staggers on hit, so you may see some new confirms from these Mays in terms of their combo routing, but that's a simple 2H pickup right there. Insert going to keep Totsu here in the corner. She's got her burst. She's building up her tension, but Insert's running some great pressure right now, but that 5H, it hits the best of us.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, all great pressure must come to an end once May 5H comes to the party. Oh, again, the conversion out to 2D. Oh, overhead kiss outside now. Gotta watch for the burst. As you can see, Insert trying to bait it out immediately. It's going for a quick mix-up, gets throws.
Wow. Strong stuff right there. Now, I would have gotten hit on that first Killer Whale mix that Totsu was showing, but Insert, good job blocking it out. Both of these two sharing the same brain cell in that round start. Nice job using that 4-framer, the punch back against this May. Now, this is a weird mirror. I don't know if I've seen this one very often, if at all, especially at a high level. These are some of the strongest Mays, at least in North America here. So we'll see how it pans out. Insert going to keep this. Totsu guessing, calling out that deflect shield.
Oh, no. Oh, the deflect shield OS. Not going to find much success with it, though. Totsu does not have much life to her name. You gotta see if Insert's gonna be able to take advantage there. Gets the conversion off of the far slash, and what a route to secure the first game there for Insert.
Strong stuff. Both these players going back and forth. And also, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I think these players also recently both topped TNS or such. I mean, you've been seeing Totsu and Insert as of late. In the past couple weeks, Avian, I feel like all these big net plays, you're going up against these Mays. If not in top 8, in top 16, top 24. Unfortunately, they have to see each other here. I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I swear. But I did see that the seeding panned out this far, and I said, hey, maybe that'll be a fun stream match. And here we are.
Both of them winning as expected, trying to pull this one out now. Let's see who's going to win. It's like you said, it's there's definitely a bit more in regards to the competition. It's like, all right, is someone gonna let the other win, or is it gonna be a full-on competition? And for their sake and mine, I'm really hoping it's the latter.
I mean, I mean, even in terms of like memes or like them doing any like whack mix, you know, this looks pretty standard to me. Looks like both these players definitely want to win, at least from what I'm seeing with my novice eye out here. Insert going to get bursted into the corner on that S Dolphin, but Totsu try to get a little too tricky with that Oki. The 4-framer was the answer. Insert stays alive.
That is absurd. They're able to get the match on the JP there, or 5P, excuse me. Oh, got some whales coming through. Some orcas, excuse me. Whoa, the conversion off of the 6 game Will had the charge buffered. What aware routing from totsubunger. Might be able to kill, but the May Guts coming in handy, and not just every other matchup, but the mirror as well.
That S Dolphin's going to close it out. Strong stuff there from Totsu. We're going to the last round again. I do want to do a quick shout out Seaward Bound for that contribution to the prize pool of $6.90. Nice. I saw what you did there. Thanks for supporting the JKLY 69, the first JKLY on this new patch. Definitely liking what I'm seeing from all of our players tonight, especially these two Mays fighting it out right here.
Oh. Insert finds way out of the corner. Good stuff so far. Totsu not spending a dime on the mix. Oh my gosh, and you have to wonder if that's where the player matchup comes into play. Charges up on the 6H, and then with the delayed PRC to bait the burst. What an intelligent and heads-up play from Totsu.
Oh my lord.
Take a look at that again, shall we, Jeek?
Yeah, there it is for you. Man, it's always fun using that RC in the startup of a slow move to try to bait out that burst. I mean, Insert did the quote-unquote correct thing there, right? Waited for the committal 6H to spend that defensive mechanic, but Avian called it out. I mean, if anyone plays, you know, in terms of players knowing how each other play, it's going to be these two against each other, so Totsu was ready to call out that defensive mechanic usage.
Okay. Right on back. So far on completely even footing, about what you would expect.
Not even for long though, Avian. Look at that damage. Totsu still at full HP here. She's got her meter cranking up. Able to get a perfect, just keeping it simple with those 2Ks linking into each other. Insert getting knocked down that round, but we've been playing strong so far. And look, all we need is a good round start. That S Dolphin, this wild assault to get the wall break. Insert clapping right back.
Yep, gotta see what the situation is gonna look like after the wall break. Well, it looks like they're gonna continue the pressure with the RC. Gets the charge dust though. What a whiff punish with a very unconventional tool.
S Dolphin, red RC. Insert saying, hey dear, dear, I don't know how I feel about that charge dust. Tried to do one right back, and Totsu saying, no, if you can block it, then it won't hit, friend. Oh.
Gotta wonder if Totsu is going to be sleeping on the couch tonight after that one. Oh, now they're just going for it back and forth. Dude, what we were talking about before, it's like you're like, oh, you know, not seeing anything too unconventional, and now we're seeing some absurd stuff right now.
Insert trying to hit back this dust move, and look, it finally pays off. Totsu having a little too much fun. Insert able to get a hit into that red RC confirm. We're going to the last round of this game 3. Sharing the same brain cell again on that Dolphin, deja vu to a previous round.
Oh no, tried to go for the burst bait. Was not aware of his own momentum though. And there we go. Huge damage out here from Totsu. Should be able to clean this one up with a quickness. Goes for the back throw though. This could be some pretty troubling times here for Totsu, depending on when she gets hit. Oh no. This definitely could spell trouble. So much risk is available, but no meter behind it means Totsu's gonna get another chance.
But the butt shield's gonna buy us some distance, but we put ourselves right back in with that Dolphin. Avian. Totsubunger's gonna get this game 3 after, you know, I would say a lot of shenanigans. I think that's fair to say.
That one definitely made my head hurt a little bit. What was that? It seemed like Insert even had the correct play there, had the deflect shield, tried to delay it a little bit, but the pure active frames from that totsubunger 5H allowed her to pick up this game and pick up the lead to go along with it.
Totsu going to try to stay up here on this winner side, but it's still not over yet for Insert. Like I said, the strongest maze in North America, some of the strongest at least, depending on who you ask. And unfortunately, they're going to have to see each other here, but whoever loses is still in that bracket. You're still going to have to deal with this May. Insert going to get this hard knockdown to start us off and still has that burst advantage as well.
Insert showing no fear so far. Has seen a lot of the, not necessarily random, but a lot more of the sporadic 5Hs here from Totsu, but still unafraid to go up and press close slash or 5H himself.
Got a lot of tension here on each side for both players, so the tension is getting high. Nice rising JK using it as an air-to-air. Unfortunately, a little too late on that dolphin, that killer whale, but kept yourself safe with the PRC. But Insert going to use his meter to be aggressive and send Totsu through the wall. Yamada-san, Gambate. Insert going to get this round.
All right. Insert trying to claw his way back. Right now, though, seems to be no cigar. Totsu already has him in the corner.
Totsu's saying, hey, I also got to deal with Yamada-san.
Yep, Yamada-san coming through. The third wheel we know and love. Whoa, and the arrow throw. Gonna be the equalizer for this game and put Totsu on set point.
Going down to the last round again, every time. Shenanigans or not.
Yeah, it literally is. Like, it seems like every single time we see these two play a game, regardless of who is won by, it's always going down to last round, last hit.
Good overhead kiss combo there from Insert. We still got the burst there for Totsu. We'll have to see if she got to use it defensively or if she can get a nice confirm into that wild assault.
Man, it's looking like Insert is going to be confirming his combo into yet another game win there. Game 5, it's looking like for the Lovers Quarrel. We've got so much more to go so far, it feels like.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way in hindsight, Avian. I mean, if you were playing against your significant other, you're not going to let them 3-0 you first off. And also, even if you thought you could beat your significant other, you're going to let them get a couple games, right? You're not going to, come on, you're not going to 3-0 your honey. You got to let them feel like they can play. So we'll see if they're going to lock in here in this game 5.
Yeah, it's like, maybe this is the true game. It's like, all right, we'll run the first to 1. We will, this will be the true decider of who's got to take out the trash, who's got to do the dishes, who is going to be sleeping on the couch.
And I like the win. It seems like we're really locked in this play right now in Avian. It's a lot of fast normals, right? It's a lot of 2K, 3K, a lot of PRCs in the 2S, a lot of lows coming out here for both these players. And, of course, the Dolphins to close that distance.
Well, that was a brave 6H there from Insert. They'll be punishing it accordingly, though. Ooh, letting her run up. How Totsu's gonna respond to the aerial actions. It's looking like the JK is all we need. Doesn't want to break the wall just yet.
Ooh, try to link that 2K into the wall splat. Insert and Totsu are both at low HP, but it's going to be the throw from Totsu to close out that round, and that nail biter. Set point here for this pink May out here. But we've gone to the last round every single time. I wouldn't be surprised if Insert claps back here.
As I mean, been clapping back, it's looking like we shall be doing as well. Up Dolphin as an anti-air. Once again, real servable plays coming out here from totsubunger. Calls upon Shamu once again to help us go right back through that wall.
Ooh. great reaction there. An anti-air from Totsu is going to take Insert to the corner and send him down to the loser bracket with a that was a very high APM teabag there from Totsu at the end. Strong stuff from both of them. It was all in love and fun. 3-2 for totsubunger. She'll stay on that winner side. Christian Crab going to be coming in here, of course, on that Asuka R. Krauts. Playing out one of the, I was saying earlier, one of the strongest Asukas out here. Lucien, of course, we've seen them on that HC, seen them on that Sin. You've seen them here in top 8s here at the Jeek before. You saw them in that Jeek League on that not top tiers team representing Florida. And now you're going to see them here at the JKLY 69 trying to get into that top 24 on the winner side.
I mean, so far it is looking real bleak for Christian Crab. Like, it feels like, yeah, the next move that is interacted with at all is gonna be cooked, because look at this. I mean, Lucien was able to put a massive dent in that Christian Crab health bar the moment that we saw a semblance of that mana being broken.
Oh, unfortunately, whiffing that 5K. It is a pretty good normal, but it is a little stubby. Still on that whiff, we get the whiff punish. Lucien's gonna send you through. Christian still has a lot of mana to play with. We still got a decent amount of HP with that mana shield considered. Lucien, though, with that positive bonus cranking, with these full resources and the focus in the gun, Christian's going to have to burst to try to get something started this round.
That nerfed 2S coming into play here. And it is able to finish out a round for Lucien as well. Going up one game real earlier.
Here we go. Not gonna lie to you, when I see the waiting for opponent thing in rooms that aren't mine, I get really scared that we're gonna miss the replay. But I mean the rematch. But we're still here. You guys are still watching the JKLY 69. You're still watching Lucien and Christian Crab set. Lucien gonna gun you back a bit. Good job jumping over those cubes, and with the the no scope while in the air, we're getting some phase clan shots out here. Christian Crab has that mana broken, trying to get it back. Lucien taking advantage of this weakened defense on the Asuka.
Yep, and taking advantage indeed. This is looking like an absolute murder right now for Lucien. Christian Crab, please do something.
I believe here in my Christian Crab. Shouts to Christian Crab, won a shirt giveaway a couple months ago. Fun fact, any Christian Crab lore heads out there, has a proud owner of a JKLY shirt, and also getting this art knocked down. Christian Crab got that positive bonus cranking up. We got some cubes out here. Lucien with some good defense, trying to get out of this corner, but the spells are keeping us down.
I mean, listen, if you are an Asuka main there, Jeek, you gotta have some of that good RNG as well. I mean, the skill can only get you so far. Eventually, you need to get some good cards. The cards came in handy there when it came down to pulling out the JKLY shirt as well.
You know what? Good point there, Avian. Good segue right there, my man. Lucien gunning you down. Oh, good match there from Crabline, ironically, using that 2P, saying, yo, Lucien, I know you're playing the top tier, but get the hell off me, man. I'm trying to play the game too. We both entered this tournament. We're both human beings. Let us both have a chance to play. Lucien not going to let you have it for free, though. Throwing you in the corner, getting those lows, and then going to send you through to the next game. Lucien with the lead.
I was going to say, I was like, this should be able to kill here. I mean, that helpful for Asuka, the moment that the mana breaks, is just so pitiful. I mean, look, Christian Crab got hit with what, like a 2K into charge shot and got smoked from quarter of his health bar? Like, that is nuts.
Yeah, I know when this Asuka first came out, people were showing off all the quote TODs they could get against this Asuka with no mana shield. And Lucien doing it for real in the middle of a match. When the money's on the line, by the way, guys, we're up to $162 in that prize pool for free to enter online bracket. Big shout out to WanderingHuman for supporting that prize pool. And for all of you claiming codes, ! Matcherino to claim the remaining ones. If we get the $200, the prize split gets upgraded to include 4th place. We'll see who's going to get there, but we're trying to qualify through top 24 winner side, and Christian Crab is trying to get a game on the board.
I mean, If I'm fourth place, I am sending the link to Match Arena to all my boys. Like the moment I get in top 8, I'm like, listen, I need at least one more chance to try to get paid out here. So if you want to prevent some of our competitors from getting some of that work out of the way on the front end, be sure to claim some of those codes. Matcherino is always so sick for doing that for us. Hit exclamation point Matcherino, hit up the link, get some of those codes into the prize pot.
Got that curse applied, got that super to reload our ammo. Already full focus, basically gonna have 50 tension. We are down around in this game, but that run up fast RC shot, man, we're feeling pretty good. Lucien playing like they can't lose, getting a perfect, putting themselves on set point.
Yeah, this is looking real good for Lucien so far. I mean, I don't think that we've seen this type of domination from Lucien in years. Like, I'm talking about since like season 2, season 2.5 Happy Chaos. It has been a minute since we've seen this.
A lot of meter on the side of Christian Crab. Christian Crab getting a refresher here on this Lucien Happy Chaos. Saying, hey, you're gonna have to, you know, hey, pop quiz, you gotta see what you remember. No focus, by the way, but didn't need it. Lucien is going to use those Happy Chaos normals to close out this set. Christian Crab fighting back in that round right there, but Lucien's going to be the one moving on, 3-0. Peluna going to try to show off some of this Dizzy, and you were right, Avian. Peluna, even in the last patch, Dizzy bottom 3. Peluna was still getting top 8s over here at the Jeekly and these other online brackets. We'll see if she can do it again here.
Yep. Got classified. A student of not only Jonathan Tenack, but also the game as well. I mean, this kid is like the perfect mix of both reactions and matchup knowledge, and has been showing it off here recently, securing a top 8 in an ARC World Tour event.
Yeah, which one was that one, Avian? It was CEO or Combo Breaker? It was one of those.
CEO.
There you go. Yeah, definitely a very strong Giovanna. Some fun facts here for you, Avian. 4 people in the Jeekly have beaten Jack only. Like, only 4 people ever. One of them was Classified.
Whoa.
So whenever you see Classified and Jack in the same bracket, Jack's shaking in his boots, but Peluna actually going to be able to get this first round here against Classified. You saw Classified trying to step dash over that ice floor, but it can do a lot of weird stuff to your character. You almost got to lab how your neutral is going to be when you're playing against specifically Dizzy, and you can't get those dash blocks like you're used to.
Yeah. So I mean, look like we're not gonna need it though. We're just gonna hit the super, go on through the wall, and get this Oki situation. All right, Jeek, where are you blocking right now?
Oh, right now I'm wiggling the stick back and forth and I'm praying. Oh yeah, and it would have done just as good for me, right? Because Classified with that backdash BRC. Peluna does have these wings set up. She's gonna take it down the screen, buying time to get the wings, the proc. Classified maybe a little antsy here, maybe ready to press to try to get rid of those wings, but we're getting some distance back. Peluna.
Oh, slight flip kick buff as well. Classified trying to navigate the situation as best as he can, because otherwise you'll be going down a game. But the 5H is going to secure it, and now he's going to put Peluna in a rough spot. Had the lead at first with the burst, but now Classified is looking to be the one with the resource advantage.
Spending it right there to keep his pressure going, and sometimes that's how that burst manifests, right? You know, you spend it to keep your opponent in the corner, but then it turns into that damage. So it's almost like you spent that resource to deal that damage. Classified going for an early Tatsu right there. Peluna didn't have the chance to burst. Now she's still alive, but it's through this hard knockdown.
Oh, I was gonna say this is gonna be so scary. Oh, reads the gold burst perfectly, and that doesn't play into anything of what I saw. It didn't play into the matchup knowledge, into the reactions. That was just a good old-fashioned read. Works out perfectly there for class.
And that's one of the cool things about Giovanna and Gold Burst, right, Avian? Like, that Gold Burst is, I don't know the exact frame data. I know it's safe on block. But hey, if you're Classified and you're stat dashing back and forth in that Giovanna, you don't even have to block it. Good stuff there. We're going to game 2.
absolutely nuts. Classified was on the ropes there, but now has seemed to get a hang of what he's got going on here. Peluna already on the back foot by a mile. I mean, look at how much damage that combo was able to do, getting aided there by the ice floor as well.
That's a classified two-touch right there. And I didn't even mean to do that pun. That's just my man's name, classified. And we're keeping it simple right there. We're gonna catch it with that dash 5K. Peluna back in this corner.
Flip kick, or the spin kick now, much better advantage. Oh, we just want to go for the mix-up. Peluna getting hit by hit number 1 though. Might have been a smart tactic to juice up the scaling, but take a little bit less on that combo than expected.
Oh, nice cross-up fish right there from Peluna. The wings are established. And sometimes it's not even just about the wings hitting, right, Aiden? It's just the threat they represent. Classified trying to just get a straight hit to try to get rid of those wings, but they did proc. They did still take away Classified's HP, even though he was running the pressure. And then all Peluna needed was a 5K to close out the round. What an awesome utilization of that move.
Wasn't gonna be able to find it there. I wasn't gonna be able to find the game win either just yet. However, these wings might just go ahead and help. Look at that, dealing such a number to the life bar of Classified and making it quick work for Peluna to tie up the set.
Avian, for a dizzy round, that one was kind of fast. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Strong stuff there from Peluna closing that one out. Classified, of course, still evened up in games. My man, when he gets the hits and he's running the Oki, it can be a scary sight for you. But Peluna was the one to run it on that dizzy in that last game. We're evened up right now.
I mean, the way I see it, like, Classified is definitely a very snowbally player. Some would call it a both enabled and disabled by his own mental, right? It's like when he's hot, he is hot and he's able to get things moving immediately. But the moment that things start to go south, it takes a little bit more for him to get back on track.
Luna already had that wings established at Classified, saying, hey, I'll do anything to get rid of these wings. The reversal super comes out. You got to remember that Peluna on the dizzy has the chance to represent that reversal as long as she has that 50 tension cranking. Oh my god, I love how the ice lets us do the fade away fire spears, man. That is so crazy. Peluna getting distance while zoning.
There we go. You're gonna have some semblance of the Classified offense here. It was looking bleak before, but once again needed to go for those reads that we're coming to Dome for. Excuse me.
There's that 2S pushing you back. I think the far slash and 2S from Dizzy got some love, but don't quote me on that. Peluna doing a good job with all of her buttons, regardless. Trying to capitalize off of that ice floor bounce, but Classified is going to be the one actually capitalizing with it. You got to be ready when you're playing against this Dizzy. I said earlier, dashing on the ice floor, but also trying to capitalize on that floor bounce if you get a straight hit.
And it's hard to say that Peluna is even playing poorly here, despite these losses. It just feels like the volatility of Dizzy is really showing its ends here.
I mean, yeah, Classified on top of any zoner player, probably going to be showing some similar work, using that dash throw to close it out. We have that game advantage here on the Giovanna. We'll have to see if Peluna can do some more of that similar zoning, some more of that explosive Dizzy play that you saw in her game 2. But Classified saying, hey, I'm used to these JKLY top 8s. Peluna may have been here before, but I'm used to this winner side, and I'm going to try to take it back today.
Yep. So far, I mean, Peluna was looking great before, still looking great, but as is the nature with Dizzy, the moment that you start to make those smallest mistakes, it shows itself immediately and classified. One who has been known to take advantage of those, continuing with the same old in this set.
The wings are rocking, but unfortunately they they just refreshed. That's right. Okay. Sorry guys. I'm also learning about Dizzy in the middle of the set. Maybe classified is too. But the wings are going to get turned off by that YRC. But great stuff there from Peluna using that Michael sword to close out that first round. Very strong stuff from this Dizzy.
Uh-oh. Whoa, the whiff punish that time. The 2S, and classified is able to take advantage of it.
Oh, I like
there
that.
We go.
JK
Go
right
for the
there.
mix-up, try to get
from
out
Dizzy,
of dodge. Like going the crazy airs on both sides right now, G. Got the JPs coming out here from Geo, and then on the side of Dizzy, JKs as well.
That YRC change giving us some chance to play here. Peluna's getting beat up a bit. She has this burst. Maybe she'll use it. She does have tension to fight with. Oh, wow. The dash down BRC. Peluna is actually going to get that restand throw to close out that round. Close out that game, excuse me. Avian, that was an awesome execution of Dizzy right there at the very end from Peluna. Didn't have to spend her burst, didn't get too antsy, just kept it simple. I say simple, but that fast BRC down jump normal, closing it out. Oh man, that was awesome.
I'm very glad you threw the replay up there as well, because I was like, man, I still cannot stop thinking about the fact that Peluna was able to utilize the resources, make sure that class had zero chance to come back, using the wild assault, using the throw to make as few burst available points as possible.
Using that. Oh, whoa. Oh my lord. That is insane. You got the wings established. The ice floor bounce let you get the spike from full screen. So now the wings refresh. Classified trying to step dash. It does pay off for him. But Peluna, oh man, she had already gotten too much. Classified didn't have that chance to come back. And now the Dizzy is on set point.
So far, it is looking prime for Peluna. Before, it was looking like Class was just going to go ahead and run away with the remaining games, but Peluna putting the moves on this Giovanna, taking the last game with the greatest of ease, and now is trying to run it back. Uh-oh.
Agent,
looking bleak. This combo may not be able to do it, but still going to need one more. Wings are going to proc. Tap Dust is gonna do it, and the comeback from Peluna allows her to move on in top 8 on the winner's side. I do gotta say, Kai Kisuke is one of the fellas that has eaten real good this patch. Has gotten pretty substantial buffs, gets the hard knockdown, it's the guaranteed confirm on the stun dipper, and then also shock state. Whoa! Well, my fault for yapping then. Listen, we're going to get right on into the action, says Clone. No more yapping about the character buffs. You're just going to see how I have improved as a player. We don't need no patch notes here.
Yeah, Clone definitely one of our strongest players up here in the Jeekly. We see her top 8 basically every one that she enters. And Avian, I was telling you earlier, in that elite few of people who have beaten Jack here in the Jeekly, Clone is another one. And I gotta call that statistic out, because if Jack's entering, you gotta look at the players that can beat him, because you know you're gonna see him up there in at least that winner's finals, if not grands. Fern trying to earn their spot as well. Sacred edging, Clone through the wall, catching with that JD, and with a very solid round, getting a perfect, evening things up here.
I mean, for an offensive focused player like Fern, I mean, it's like, that's definitely not to take away from the pressure he's got, but realistically, the combos were the name of the game for Fur 22. Now incredibly improved in that aspect, not only as a player, but with the buffs as well.
Here we go, the pile bunker loops. I think these got touched a bit. I'm not a Slayer player myself, but you know Clone, if they exist, she's going to be pulling them out. The DI is going to get the wall break Fern. pulling this one out. Clone does have 100 tension to play with. Clone does love to get those Twitter clips with the 100-meter super, but today it's going to be a simple super map a hunch, fast RC, 5P. Clone is going to get this first game.
And the moment that I saw the 2S whiff from Fern, I started singing the funeral march, knew that that was going to kill.
And I did find it.
Gotta see what adjustments Fern is going to be able to make, though.
It was the JKLY 28 that Clone beat Fern in top 8. Clone got second. Fern got fourth. Danielle Maza got first at that one. So there was still a Kai to reign supreme. But we're going to see if it's going to be Fern today in this run-back match. Using that far slash, confirming with the wild assault. If there's a cool Kai combo, if you're seeing it on Twitter, it's probably found by Fern. Awesome stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, Fern, like I said, literally the master of these offensive situations. You see it here. Squeezing every last bit of damage out of that RTL. Not too sure if that would have affected the kill, but at least it looked damn cool.
Both, I mean, honestly, man, to people who play this game, to people who play these characters, the casual spectating, these are some of the coolest characters in the game, especially Slayer, especially the way Clone plays Slayer. My YouTube comments love Clone playing this Slayer. So glad to see her back here. She's doing some awesome blocks against this stagger pressure. Fern trying to get something caught up, and it's going to be that counter hit far slash to confirm into this route. Fern does have tension to send this through, but it's only a soft knockdown, and Clone has tension to play with.
It's like Clone has more than tension to play with, it feels like. That burst coming back at that rapid rate, and still has, again, another bar to do pretty much whatever she wants with. Should be able to get the burst off, and sure does. Gonna be really hard to make a comeback here, but this is how it starts. Ooh! And that's how it ends.
Yeah, Clone definitely, she's the queen of ore farming you with that step dash back and forth. So Fern right there just saying, hey, I'm gonna hold 4D and I'm gonna pray. Or, you know, I'm not taking any credit away from him, of course. Probably reacting to Clone trying to get that set up, getting that throw, getting the punish. Fern evening up the games.
That Fern coming through. Uh-oh. And now we got Fern once again going for the combo. Burst is outside. Oh no. Backdash here from Clone.
I like that gold burst from Fern saying, hey, look, I don't have to guess what side you're on if I'm going to wake up and I'm going to gold burst right there. I'm going to try to get away from this Clone. I'm going to build up my own meter. Finally getting enough to do some mix here. Oh my God, the PRC drift down throw. Fern trying to get a Twitter clip of his own. Clone blocking there in the corner, but not for too long. Getting counter hit here, and that backdash overhead from Fern. Man, very solid round here from this Kai.
That have been the Fern and Kai, like we already mentioned, with the buffs. Basically, all of the best aspects of Fern's game plan got buffed into, like I guess oblivion is the correct word to describe this, but you can tell that Fern is going to be an absolute menace. Clone dismantling that menace immediately, though. Just a quick 1, 2, 3 touch to even up this round count.
Yeah, when Cloned wins, it's going to be explosive and it's going to be fast. That's not only the nature of Slayer, but the nature of her playstyle. She's going to hit confirm you into oblivion with the strongest route she knows. But she's going to block that DP, going for a burst safe route, and then also going for the re-burst bait as well. Fern answering back with the blue burst, but Clone getting a gold burst, so it actually pays off for her.
Gotta see if Fern is gonna be able to close this one out. Very, very, very scary here when a Slayer has 100 meter. Oh, and that's gonna be the game. Not even gonna be a question. Not even gonna think about Clone dropping it, because you know that she's got those to the ends of the earth. And it's gonna be closing it out there, getting the instant replay right there. The kill cam looking like Call of Duty.
It is like a kill cam, ain't it? There you go, Cloned. Closing that one out. She's getting her 2 kill streak right there. Gonna get that UAV online.
UAV incoming too.
There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
sir.
UAV. There you go. What's the perk that makes the kill streaks cost 1 less? That's a Modern Warfare 3 thing, I think. I'm an old head when it comes to Call of Duty. Anyways, I'll stop boring y'all. We're trying to get that shimmy close slash. Clone was ready with the burst, and now we're dancing on each side of you. What side is she on? You don't have to guess if you're gonna press that gold burst.
Always such a good option. Now even better, giving you not only some of that meter back as well, but also providing you some burst. Like, I mean, always a good time. Oh, the close slash is an anti-air. Probably one of the most demoralizing things to get hit with in Guilty Gear. And we're not just talking about Slayers, but all of them in general. Clone now sitting at set point.
I'll say it, Avian. When you're playing against round start against a Slayer and they dash forward and you do IAD forward and they still anti-air you with close slash. That's just me, though. I'm speaking for myself, not speaking for anyone else. 2H there from Clone. Picking up Fern. About to have a lot of attention here.
Oh my goodness, got loops. Talking about these getting taken out of the game here. I believe that the change was only on that 2H. Uh-oh. And there goes the bite. BSU, will it take it? And it sure does. Clone gonna be taking it 3-1. What a reset. And what a way to pick up the set win. Clone, we will be seeing you in top 8.
We're going into some of the best over here in the Jeekly. Avian, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This guy has won every Jeekly he has entered ever. Oh wait, no, actually no, quote me on that. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I think he's only gone down to the likes of Red Ditto maybe once or twice. My man is something like 20-2 for winning Jeeklys. It's Paragon's Jack. But we're gonna have to go against Peluna on this Dizzy. See what she can do here.
Very excited. I mean, a battle of the buffs so far. HC losing a couple things, but getting access to some really nice tools. Peluna, they're showing off the ones that Dizzy's got there. Whole lot of new weapons.
We're gun flipping you around. We're gonna get that opening. Jack getting all that focus back, getting that meter built up as well. Completely full resources here with that hard knockdown to back us up. Peluna, she's gonna have to do some good defense here, and I like that IDFD on Jack's meaty to start us off, but it couldn't keep us alive forever. We're evening up the rounds.
Yep, and with the perfect as well, Jeek, it was looking real bleak for Jack. Decides to turn on the jet, pull up with 7 white letters of perfection. Now I gotta see who's gonna close out this next game.
The wings established. Gonna see if we can get Jack pressing. Now Jack definitely the Abare master on this Happy Chaos. So we'll see if he can do it, but I like that. Jump JK. Red RC down to get the combo. Jack gonna burst you through, gonna gunshot you and actually keep this Dizzy in the corner.
Yep, I really thought that he was going through the wall as well. However, I feel like he's only going to be going through the wall with the Deus Ex. Real smart to maintain that meter and only use it when it nets the perfect wall break.
Deus Ex sending you through. Dizzy does got a little bit of HP to back herself up. Jack gonna get the flex shielded back, but had enough bullets in the chamber to keep that trigger pulled. We're gonna get that first game. Good showing from both of our players.
Yep. I gotta see what Peluna is gonna be able to do to back this up here. Really excited because the first round didn't look too bad. So now it's gonna come down to who is able to win these next few interactions, who is able to close out these games, because Peluna had the start last time, Jack able to finish. Gotta see if that's gonna change.
Oh, that spike is definitely a good start. Got you stood up. Oh, the tech actually gets rid of the wings. I don't know how I feel about that one, Avian. Maybe the tech though should keep the wings. I don't know. But too late to ask for that. The patch already came. Jack got you gun flipped around, keeping this pressure going. Good blocks from Peluna, but the counter hit comes out. We're ready with the burst. Gonna cha-cha slide you to the corner, gunning you through. Peluna does have tension to play with on this other side, but Jack's gonna be feasting with this hard knockdown. Nice burst bait from this Dizzy, using that floor bounce to go into the 100-meter super. Peluna gonna get the Twitter clip with this one, taking out Jack here in this round. We're going to this second round here of game 2. Peluna very active with that 6P. Jack stuck here in the corner. The wings are coming out. Even when you're playing the best character in the game, depending on who you ask, you still got to respect this Dizzy zoning pressure, especially when it's piloted by someone like Peluna. You got to respect these spikes. The gunshots come out, but Peluna blocking it out. The wings eventually sprout. Look at the HP getting drained by Jack. Goes for the gold burst to try to stay alive. Only one more hit to take it from Peluna. She tries to get it started. Jack using these quick normals, but the 6P gets just blocked. Peluna with a really fast 2K takes that game 2. All right, guys, we're going to this game 3 here. I mean, you see Peluna when she gets the, I mean, dude, when Peluna hits an ice spike, her win rate jumps up to 90%. That is crazy. We'll have to see. In chat, I see you all over there. I see Vegan, Angel, Frosty, Frother Dog. What's going on? Jay Jennings, Seaward, Christian Crab. Christian Crab, you still in the bracket, homie? Seaward, Jay Jennings. How you guys all doing? Thank you guys for coming out and supporting the JKLY 69. Jack gonna keep you in the corner, but oh wow, a great rising JK there from Peluna. Red RC to confirm it, going for the wings as well. Jack will get his focus back here on the other side, but Peluna has so much set up. Hard knockdown, gunning you through. Peluna does have her tension to play with. Jack trying to get crafty with that BRC. Trying to go for the Goomba Stomp as well, but Peluna showing you the strength of that YRC. The air YRC is pretty good nowadays. Michael's sword re-standing you up. Only one more hit to take it. In fact, chipped it. Oh my god, that air throw. Oh my god. A gap-ass air throw there from Peluna. Oh my god, that was some gamer reactions. Oh my lord. Jack saying, nope, you don't get to swagger me that hard. I'm going to Deus Ex you through here. Oh, yeah, there's that falling JK that Peluna keeps representing. Jack finally ready with the clash cancel on it. Peluna getting caught by that 5D, feeling pretty good about this round. She's gonna burst you back. Little low HP here, and this time Jack is the one gonna air throw you, saying, nope, you don't just get to air throw me for free, honey. I'm gonna get you right back. Rolling through, curse applied. Oh, that was some crazy mix right there. Peluna does get open up. Jack has her at the wall. The Deus Ex will give you this hard knockdown. Both players have their burst available. Peluna, you saw that she was pretty patient with it in that one round that she won earlier against Classified. We'll have to see if that patience pays off for her here. Get to spend it. Oh my god, good job crouching that Michael sword, but Jack with the PRC. Good air tech there from Peluna. We're going back and forth, but it's going to be that 5K pickup with a perfect. Jack is the one getting game 3. Try to go for that ice spike. I mean, that's the classic zoner conundrum, right? You go for your big reward, slow zoning special move or zoning neutral. And if that player, your opponent, is too close, they're going to cross you up. They're going to jump in. They're going to get you hit. And Jack showing you that he's ready to get that spacing and capitalize on it. Good backdash there from Peluna, trying to avoid a possible melee there from Jack. We did get opened up, but the burst gives us another chance. Gunshot for the wall splat. Good focus there from Jack. Was it 1 bullet, but now we're at 6. Peluna, she does have resources here, but doesn't look too hot in this round. The BRC buys you only a half second before Jack gets that 6P and closes out that round.
Yep, so far Jack up 2-1. Got the set point right now. Has the burst advantage as well. It's looking like it's Jack's set to lose, especially now that we've got all that concentration. All right, G, we got Peluna trying to work her way out of a corner right now. So far doing a successful job. Has the ice to assist her. Now we got to continue with this pressure. Got to see Jack can't even jump now. It's going to be such a scary spot. And might try to bait out the burst.
We were able to block that ice spike on our wake up, but the HP is low. The Y-Auto comes out. Shoutouts to Ukiyo. The burst answering this Deus Ex, so we will stay alive and get that 50 tension away from this HC, and it pays off. Peluna with that walk up H sword, or maybe the S sword. Point is that we close out that round. We're still in this, still set point for Jack.
Oh, tries to go for the throw. Like you said, though, the pressure is on Peluna to perform. Even if Jack does have a couple missteps here in this game, you'll still be looking at just a Game 5 scenario and not moving down to the loser side.
Getting re-stood over here. Oh my, wow. Oh, wow. I got hit.
No, and I was going to say the tap dust lands. Not what you want to see at all. Got to see it there, though. Huge damage on the pickup for Peluna. Just tries to get one more thing going. It ends up being the tap dust, and now we are indeed going to that Game 5.
Shout out to the chat, Avian. Someone was trying to educate us. I think it was Ukiyo saying that apparently the last time that these two played, they went down to the last game, last round. So hey, history may be repeating itself here if that's right. Peluna, of course, wants to try to come out on top of this to try to break that streak that Jack has of doing so well in these Jeeklys, but he's not going to make it easy for you.
Oh, never is, and that's kind of the name of the game with Jack, right? Able to do so well in terms of the actual set counts, but almost these either some of that plot armor or some of that really good adaptation to end up closing out these sets. We see with pretty much everybody, it goes back and forth. It's close in that last game. Jack just absolutely dismantles his opponent. We see it even here.
Jack able to bait that YRC and close it out. Peluna getting shot around here, unfortunately getting taken advantage of on her own ice floor. Jack is getting zoned out a bit by these dizzy normals, by those Michael swords, but we finally get in, we finally get things set up, and if Jack is 50 meter, you're gonna get Deus Ex Machina, and you're gonna get mixed up on this other side.
Yep.
That'll be it right there. Great stuff there from Jack. That rising JP to get the wall splat in the first place. Peluna is going to go down. Definitely the people's champ. An awesome show she put on. And she's not out yet. She's still on that loser side. But Jack, one of the most consistent players in Guilty Gear Strive, period, is going to stay on this winner's side. Going to get another winner's finals under his belt. And man, he deserves it as strong as he's been playing. Here we go. Cloned versus RedIAmNot. Like I was telling the chat just a moment ago, I haven't seen this matchup in a minute. RedIAmNot, according to their Twitter, was the first Vanquisher player in North America, period. World's first Vanquisher? Yeah, world, not even just NA. I don't know how to confirm that, but they tweeted it, so it may be true. Clone getting picked up right there, getting scooped back and forth. Good damage here from this Goldlewis. Clone being sent through the wall. Gonna go ahead and get this super, and it's the super PRC, guys. The super PRC didn't go away entirely, or at least the fast one didn't if you have a 100-meter, but of course that was a slow one, so that was just 100 tension right there. RedIAmNot gonna be opened up with that overhead follow-up. Clone gonna 5K you back and get these far slashes established. Good just block there on the 2H from RedIAmNot is ready against that Slayer defense, and look at that, we're active on our defense also. What a unique call out, that rising JK forward to get RedIAmNot. Strong stuff, man. BTing you through the wall, or rather supering you through the wall after getting that BT wall splat. The hard knockdown comes out for Red. Clone does have her meter to play with. It's going to be that overhead pickup. She doesn't have that much HP here, but man, she's got the will to win. That's the super on the wrong side. PRC to keep ourselves safe, but the PRC from RedIAmNot actually gets the punish here on Clones. $5K to get that pickup, but that BT gets the counter hit. I wonder if Clone was trying to get something started with maybe a pile bunker forward or a P Mappa red RC. Didn't pay off right there, but we did get the overhead started. No, went for the far slot. Oh, whoa! Guys, it's going so fast, I can't even tell what's happening. Red getting another super miss. We're dancing back and forth. We're getting those Twitter clips. We're going for those blood-sucking universes, baiting that red RC, and Clone is going to be getting game one here against RedIAmNot's Goldlewis. And guys, I'll keep it real. If you've been watching the Jeekly for the past couple weeks, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's been the same story. It's been Jack and RedIAmNot in winners finals and grand finals. We've been missing some of these kind of wild cards in the bracket. And if anyone is the epitome of that, it's Clone. She's aggressive, she's fast, she's very good at her character, and let's keep it real, how much high-level practice do you get against a character like Slayer? You got some good players out there, to name a few. You got Mixius, you got Yada, but you also got Clone. She's got to be one of the best, at least in terms of that net play, that we see here on this Slayer. We've been seeing her in the offlines quite a bit as well, but you've also been seeing Red. Red is the North American Goldlewis, qualifying for AWT in 2024 from that last chance qualifier side, winning a lot of Jeeklys in the past, top 3 in terms of Jeekly wins. In terms of net play wins, my friend is up there, and they're showing you how strong they are on this Goldlewis Clone with that high APM, with this Slayer pressure, getting gunned down by RedIAmNot. We're getting scooped up. We're getting BT through the wall here. Clone has her super tension rather to confirm that overhead to the red RC. Red feeling pretty good about this one. Apparently spent that burst, but it doesn't pay off. Clone gets the BSU, gets her round. Not only that, but gets that burst from Red's back pocket. We're trying to press that 2P, but the recovery is high. Clone's able to dance on each side after the 2P gets whiffed and is able to send Red through the wall here. Pile bunker red RC going for not a loop, but going for mix. That Red answers with a really good anti-air 2P. Clone gets some time with her deflect shield, but the BT picks us up. Unfortunately, the drone breaks the wall as well, so Red wasn't able to get that super afterwards. Probably tried to go for a throw, seeing Clone approach, but it was already active. She already got the hit in, and now she is up 2-0. Strong stuff. We're going to be moving into this game 3. We got a really strong round start here from Clones. That Red is going to answer with that burst, but she's already back on you. She's already biting you, and she has that super universe counter hit applied. RedIAmNot was able to get a hit in to get rid of it. That forward JD, guys, that JD did get a little bit nerfed, but hey, I'm going to keep it real. In my opinion, that normal, still a house. RedIAmNot showing you that that 2 security minigun gets you that wall break regardless. Red, try to answer with that BT, a trade hit. Let's Clone dance back on each side. Not another super in the wrong direction, but this time the PRC, the fast PRC throw, still gets Red the round. Super Mappa Hunch is going to get this wall break. Great stuff. Try to go for the throw right there. Red was able to get some distance back. BRC Fuzzy right there with that rising JK. Shoutouts to the Lolo Goldlewis video. I don't know how much of it is outdated with the new patch, but he's got a pretty cool video about all the Goldlewis mix if you guys are ever trying to learn how to execute it yourself or loud against it. Clone putting herself here on set point. Yeah, the chat's right. The side swaps over here have been crazy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm adding your next players for the next match, guys. Let me go ahead and get them in. As RedIAmNot is getting these awesome BTs. It's going to be the same side JH right there. And using that fast RC BT is going to pick up Clone. And Red saying, hey, you're not going to 3-0 me today, homie. You can take that one off the books. It may be a strong set for you, but not for long. Not until I get something started here. Red's going to keep trying to be aggressive here. And of course, try to keep their spot on the winner's side. Trying to stay and keep that streak alive. But Cloned is the person to mix it up. If it's going to be anyone disrupting the bracket, breaking people's predictions, destroying the seeds, it's going to be Cloned. The burst is going to buy Red some time. We're getting some distance back. The overhead comes out. Cloned. It's going to stay on top of you here. Red is trying to block this one out. The 2Hs get blocked. The defense is crazy. The JK crosses up Cloned. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you're rooting for. Didn't turn into too big of a combo there for Red, and Clone is actually going to pile bunker you to the wrong direction. The Red RC lets us get the full charge dust. Not against my RedIAmNot. No. The overhead's going to scoop down this Goldlewis. Cloned doing a full charge dust on winner's side of the JKLY 69. God damn, girl. We're moving on. 3-1. So here we go. SQ on her day 2. Lucy up against Classified. One of the Geos here in this scene. We'll see how this one plays out on the loser side of the JKLY 69.
Absolutely, and both our players here willing to spend burst right away, just trying to maintain that offensive. It feels like, once again, when you have characters that kind of match the vibe of how they're trying to play, obviously with different tools, different lengths of strike speed areas and such, but, you know, that speed's going to come into play. You want to be the one on the offensive, running your speed, your game. Unfortunate drop from Classified here. Oh, let's SQ pick up here. What kind of combo you get? A little 5D FRC. Oh, Rekka, no full combo, unfortunately.
I mean, that 5D... that works on every character. It is a universal mechanic, but that throw combo unique to the Lucy, but the 2S scooping us over our head. I was seeing that happening to me a lot in training mode, and you just saw it happen to SQ in a $176 prize pool tournament. That is an unfortunate setup right there. Classified saying, hey, we take those. SQ trying to get you in this corner, trying to get that hack state applied, and it pays off. She hits you with the mono wire. She gets the follow-up, and Classified gets his burst baited as SQ supers you through the wall.
And I was seeing a lot of conversation amongst a lot of people who are playing Lucy right now is thinking about that hack as, you know, a version of Stained, if you will, right? And one thing that Stained allows for Testament, for example, is a lot of burst safe options based on the normals hitting. I think you're gonna see that a lot more. Lucy's using that here. Classified fighting out right now, though. Putting SQ in a scary spot. Does have enough tension to potentially deflect shield.
Oh, I really love that Rising JH from SQ, but the far slash, Ganeon, if you've played against this character at all, you know that far slash from Lucy is a house of a button.
And it absolutely is. It routes so well into a lot of her kit too, having a lot of these slash follow-ups. And there's that DP as well. I was not expecting to see Lucy coming into Strive with DP and back-to-back, saying not trying to take your pressure. Classified moving up here, a lot of kind of whip normals. Brekka's in, Guard Crush as well. Oh, great block on the overhead. Oh, but there is that 2H Jeek, that button. Talk about a scary button right now.
And look at SQ also on the day 2 Lucy doing the mono wire cancels to keep that string going. Just a second ago, Classified a little too meaty with an overhead. Great air throw from SQ. Holy shit.
SQ playing such good neutral balance. Again, it's like, I think being unlocked with such speed, you know, Ram, another character who at times has had incredible speed and acceleration, so I bet she's finding a lot of comfort in not only the normals she can press, but also just taking advantage of being able to move across the screen. So, you know, really good stuff. Classified definitely could show that he can take it, though. Once again, this is a day 2 character, right? So anything can happen. You might drop that game-winning kill.
I mean, I'm gonna give it a buck. When we were watching SQ earlier today, you know, you kind of got that feeling like, hey, you know, she is on me on that day 2. Right now, at least in that first game, she was feeling pretty good. Classified, not going to let her feel too good for long, though. Just keeping it simple with those good counter hit buttons from Giovanna. Already getting himself a perfect. Okay, I had to say something, Ganeon. My bad.
Yeah, and there's one example I was saying before is that Lucy, while incredibly strong and with a lot of great tools, one thing I will say, her health is low. It is very noticeable getting hit as this character feels bad. It kind of feels akin to Bridget in some ways. Not sure her exact life pool at this point, but here we go. SQ fighting the way out, having to spend burst to do so. Up in the corner, and there is that example of getting that, you know, hack, which allows you to do the throw combo into super here. Hard knockdown. Just a close slash meaty. Oh, good mash up by Classified. Oh, but no combo. We're making it happen.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Oh, trying to go for that backdash BRC. SQ in the all of it all. Goes for this super, but Classified was blocking it. Nice PRC to keep yourself safe. Went for that mono wire follow-up as well. SQ only needs one more combo to close it out potentially. Tries to go for that 2K OTG. Sees the YRC and closes it out. That was a nail biter. SQ keeping herself in this game too.
What a bait with that RC. Really, really great stuff from SQ. Just once again, showing just, you know, I would say it's just like she's just playing strong Guilty Gear neutral and offense, you know, and then with a character that allows her to do so. Great insta combo close slash with that super. Baiting the burst come out here from Classified. Keep pushing that corner. Positive bonus. Lucy's doing a ton of buttons here, building meters so fast. Goes for a bait on the burst. Oh, tries with a couple double JPs to do it, but doesn't get bursted away. But there's that blue wild salt, still incredibly strong for setups here. Oh, the close touch catching out of the air.
Yeah, definitely a weird one right there. Trying to go for the jump JH to get that Stain State proc. Of course, you have to hit with the mono wire. But SQ in the scramble of it all gets the throw to close it out. Oh my god. Hey, man. Look, dude, it is a feat to be 2-0 up against Classified, period. Let alone on the new DLC character on day 2. SQ definitely has been putting in a lot of work into learning this character. And getting, I'm a buck. I was watching her stream, and she said it herself. I haven't learned a character this well, this fast in a while. This is definitely one of SQ's strengths, is to learn a new character, to learn a game when it's fresh. And this game is fresh right now. Guilty Gear Strive on the new patch. Lucy is the new character, and we are showing it off in spades.
And you love to see it here. It's just so cool to hear. When I first heard that they're putting Lucy in Strive, I'm like, are you kidding me? This anime was incredible. This character was incredibly sick, despite not really getting a chance to fight a lot in it too. And SQ is just showing a masterclass so far on something that just, once again, it's so fresh, so new. But you know, if you think about it as well, Classified is incredibly new to fighting this too, right? Not only can it work in the benefit of you being that new character, people are like, what does this character actually do? What are their normals ever done? All she's doing is throwing whips at me. There we go. Great 2K sneaking in as well. Stuck in the corner, but this is a cancel. Oh my God, SQ is going nuts, Jeek.
No, Classified, you had so much HP, homie. No. Classified in the Discord said, GG's, I'm annoyed. Hey, you know what? Fair. Is that my co-com Ganeon here? Big fan of both of these characters from what I understand. So we're going to see what these changes look like. And Ganeon, maybe you can give us some commentary on what you think about these changes.
Absolutely. So, you know, starting off with the reliability of Baiken, I got to say, I would equate it to a lot of bug fixing, right? You know, she really got a nerf with that Yozansen thing. It definitely is relevant, mostly going to be noticed when it comes to any I-88 back Yozansen shenanigans. But right there is my favorite change of this patch, Jeek, and is that after that GCP, you are immediately getting that input cleared out. So dash cancel Escabari is so simple. And Baiken should have been doing this long ago. Shoutouts to Winty for being one of the best to do it prior to this change, so there, but in great example as well. Abba definitely took a bit of a hit, I have to say, when it comes to losing hot kick and just jumping over, 90% of the buttons in this game. That being said, the strike throw level of this character now, we just saw two speedy characters then. Imagine having to play strike throw and getting shimmied constantly when it comes to the odd matchup here. So I would say at this point, these characters might have the ability, to call this matchup even finally for a while. Baiken can definitely cancel this out. And right now here, Lakey just kind of showing a little bit of that patience, right? That all you have to do is be able to kind of like put out that wall, make Abba run into your stuff, and it can definitely be a matchup in your favor.
Well, another interesting thing about both these players specifically is, if I'm not mistaken, I think both these players got top 96, 92, whatever the number is, at EVO 2025, representing the characters you're seeing on the screen. So we'll see, man. These are very strong representatives of these characters. If it's anyone going to be showing off these changes, it's going to be them. Lakey only needs one more hit. Try to get it on that OTG 6H. QueenKoa was able to not only wake up, but get out of distance of it. But at the time, he's going to close it out. We're evening up the rounds. The burst advantage is on the side of this Baiken, but the round starts 6H. That's got to be a hard call out if I've ever seen one. We got QueenKoa beat up back and forth, and she doesn't have this burst to fight out. You got to hold this damage.
Oh, wow. And Lakey really lucked out there when it came to that Yozansen. Unfortunately, if that does get blocked on that side, that can be thrown. They did dial in the 5P just in case, so good job keeping your pressure going here. But look at that risk gauge. It is building up, and a lot of elements have changed with it so far, but now you're against Abba, who's got pretty much full here, and once again, it comes up playing neutral with this character. Baiken already struggles when it comes to speed and being able to get right in her face before she's ready for it. Great use of that air key grab to keep yourself plus right in their face. QueenKoa showing why they are one of the best Abbas to do it right now. Really good stuff. Let's see what the setup will be here. Hard knockdown. Something to bait off of the backdash. They think it might be better throw. The super's gonna whiff. We have the meter to make it safe.
Yeah,
Meter's going low.
Right here, Ganeon, but she was able to bait the burst as well, QueenKoa. Dude, for Baiken Abba, that was a long game one.
Absolutely. And like I said before, like one thing that Baiken can definitely lean very heavy in this matchup with is can camp Abba out. Obviously, if she gets into JR, she can run you down. Picking the wrong option will definitely be bad there. I have to say, really good stuff from QueenKoa to be able to punish that there. Getting that force uninstall, I'm not quite sure what the frame data would have been with blocking that burst, but choosing Abba's incredibly strong 4-frame 2P that literally goes into her win condition. So really good stuff here for QueenKoa, showing that they've seemed very comfortable with the Baiken matchup, but let's see how Lakey can adjust. Definitely one of the best Baikens to do it. Actually ended up taking out Lord Knight in a recent major tournament as well, 3-0, showing that they have a lot of things on deck when it comes to playing this character and piloting things. So let's see how he adjusts going into this next match.
And guys,
I have to get a shout out to Lakey as well. Sorry to get
go ahead.
Wisconsin homie as well. So, you know, I wish I could have said I moved to Wisconsin and became the, you know, the best Baiken here, but Lakey definitely has me by a mile and then some. So shout outs to Lakey. Hoping to see how he does at our regional here next Saturday. So
Yeah, Ganeon gonna be coming for that spot though. We'll see.
I'm trying, man. Salary man, it's tough out here, but
we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. I do want to do a quick shout out while we're waiting for Lakey's getting up, man. Lakey got hit kind of hard right there. QueenKoa got Lakey sitting down on the stands. We're swapping sides now. God damn, I'm getting Strive Earth out here. But I do want to do a quick shout out to the exclamation point Macherino, guys. We're already up to basically $180 in the pot. Want to shout out a direct contribution from MikaChan with $1.69. Nice. I see what you did there. Big shouts to Gummie as well, donating straight to Jack, as she said, and also to Angel with $1.69. I see that one right now. Angel, nice, thank you. And Seaward Bound with $6.90. Nice, good job. We still have a few codes to claim, guys, if you want to support your competitors and try to get us up to that $200 mark. Reminder that the prize pool goes to top 3, but if we make it to $200, then it will upgrade to the 4th player split. Excuse me, Lakey, gonna burst you back, getting that air hit. QueenKoa getting a little bit of a chance to breathe. Those horizontal's not connecting quite yet. Ganeon, but we're getting kind of passive here after we're giving up our turn here. Lakey trying to block it out. QueenKoa going for this key grab, going for that JR, and now you gotta hold these tentacles.
gosh, and what a great sequence here so far. What you guys are seeing there right now, there is that new situation when it comes with Ava. When she throws you in JR, that meter is going nowhere. It allows this character to run a totally different game plan that definitely had some options that would show up usually towards the end of your JR meter. So expect to get thrown a lot more now from Ava, guys. So, but being in tether with Ava can be scary in JR here. But once again, Lakey showing incredibly good inputs. Coming to do that new GCP into SCAB setup here. Oh, backdash BRC, great block on the overhead into the immediate 2D low. Not gonna make it real, but you held up into the 6P on the way down. Koa has no meter as well. I don't imagine we're gonna see them spending burst, but whoa, there's that new YRC as well with the update, pushing you back a lot further, allowing 5H to be a real threat for this character.
Oh, I like that rising JP there from QueenKoa. I don't know if that's an ABBA setup. You got the edge hitting Ganeon, but it was going to be the throw afterwards that paid off. Now you do get this force uninstall, which means we have no more meter, but still went for that reversal super. QueenKoa feeling herself right here. Able to jump over that. Whoa, oh my god, did we even block the gun? I think it was out of range of us to have to even block. It's going to be the OTG 2H, not enough to kill, but it's going to be the rethrow that does it. QueenKoa, she's got herself sitting up 2-0.
I heard you guys like throw loops in your fighting games, so Abba decided to boot up a little SF6 to learn from the best of them. So incredibly good stuff from QueenKoa here. Just, you know, when it comes to fighting Baiken, like, while getting parried won't be the worst thing in the world, it is super annoying. Creating pressure and opening up this character with options like strike throw is, as simple as it sounds, can definitely tear apart and make them afraid to actually use that parry option. So great stuff from QueenKoa. Once again, we'll see if Lakey here can kind of bounce back from this. I imagine they played a lot of this matchup then, at least in the patch of old. A lot of Baikens would say this was definitely Baiken leaning. But you know, once again, players at this level, it's really who's kind of like best on the day, you know. As we sit here on the stand, waiting for poor Lakey to get back up.
Yeah, Lakey got thrown down so hard, he's having trouble getting up. I'm messaging him in the Discord. I'm gonna see if we actually need to swap stands here. Apparently this is not a Lakey side issue. This is just I mean, I hate to say it, Ganeon, but it may be a Strive Earth.
Ooh, no, say it ain't so, G.
I wish we could get to a patch where I didn't have to say. I wish that was an unk-ass term, but I got to keep educating y'all about what Strive Earth is. Okay, here we go. Lakey is going to get a chance to get this rematch here. We're going to see QueenKoa jumping up to the other stand. Fuck it, I'm jumping up there too. Here we go. I'm jumping up there too. Let's give everyone a chance to spectate. Come on. Here we go. We got Red and Jack sitting down here. Red and Jack, will you be able to spectate in time? No, it looks like it's gonna be on the stream. Okay, sorry, Red and Jack. Sorry about y'all. We're gonna go to this new stand and we're gonna see what happens here. You guys get to see it live. Guilty Gear Strive here. Ganeon, when we're fighting out the network, when we're fighting out the player rooms, the ranked mode, those can be some hard times. But when we're out here and we're getting shit applied, we're bursting back this Baiken, we're getting in the JR, we're getting 6P back, counter hits are flying, red RCs are coming out. This is the best fighting game when we get to play it.
I've said it so many times, Jeek, that this is the most fun game I've ever played once I actually got into the match. Everything outside of that point has been an issue. I do have to say, the new ranked mode, the on system, shout outs to Arxis on delivering at least a more than less reliable option. Almost as reliable as getting to go into JR, but great 6P usage here. Lakey has found a spot to want to stand and press that universal anti-air, stopping QueenKoa's options here. Oh, but actually a round start parry. Some built up with a meter, but goes over with the JD, immediate burst off. I want to give QueenKoa a chance to get locked in, but there's that 2P clashing into the keyguard. Actually, it beats the other 5P match, but there is once again that GCP. Unfortunately, Lakey did not get the cancel into Escobar. Maybe a choice by there. Even getting GCP into dash cancels enough to be plus enough. Oh, look at that meter back immediately. Like, it felt like QueenKoa just used all of their meter, and immediately they're back into full JR. Going crazy right now, Jeek. Oh, there's that first Dons I've seen, I think, all night.
Yeah, she got completely restocked on that JR. I mean, I was thinking the same thing, Ganeon. I'm like, oh man, she's already down at half, but then back to full out of nowhere. But Lakey was doing a good job blocking those cross-ups, blocking all that scrub killer ABBA mix. QueenKoa getting thrown around here. Hey, we're talking about the grappler ABBA. What about the grappler Baiken? Strong stuff there from Lakey, getting you mixed up and closing out that game 3.
Oh, and Lakey hitting the absolute Baiken classic, double JP whiff into Yozansen. You actually also saw the startup of Wild Assault, knowing that QueenKoa was expecting the front side, looking for a deflect shield to push Baiken off. So really great stuff from Lakey here. Once again, like a player of this caliber, guys, at any point, either of these two players can absolutely take it. So QueenKoa is still going to be on match point as well, going here into game 4.
Very high APM game from these players. QueenKoa, I mean, honestly, all really high-level ABBA players in general, they know how to play in this baby ABBA. Look how active she is. She's dancing around with that hop kick, with those parries when it's time. Oh my god, with the 6Ps as well. She knows how to answer against this Baiken when she's in that weakened form. To gain that blood, to gain that jealous rage, to start getting this mix. Try to go for that deep throw. The guard cancel gets called out by Lakey, and QueenKoa is going to bring it to the wall here.
Oh, and a great use of the YRC, which actually stops the uninstall for ABBA. Unfortunately, QueenKoa's going to have to play a full thing here, but no. Oh, unfortunately, oh my god, 2 whiff Rekka-2s in front of Lakey. Oh my god. I absolutely feel for him there. Sometimes you feel like, oh, if I could just press the right button. When you FD ABBA away, sometimes it actually ends up making that Rekka-2 really hard to punish. Oh, but actually stands up and blocks the Yozansen. No meter to make it safe. Great match out of Lakey here, fighting back ABBA. But what a call out on the parry. Oh my god, QueenKoa just, it looks incredibly comfortable in this matchup here, just running such strong pressure to take advantage of Baiken's wanting to use that parry tool. Well, there it is again, Jeek. What? I say it, and this should be enough to do it. Oh, but the burst off.
The JD to try to air stall a bit, the 6P on the ground to try to scramble back. QueenKoa only needs one more hit to close it out. The tentacles in the baby form aren't going to be too impressive, but enough to keep Lakey down. We try to get these S-tethers applied. It does come out. The reversal super does get blocked, and QueenKoa gets the punch with the 6H. The 5D routing comes out. We have the meter built up, but QueenKoa does have her burst.
And I have to feel like, unless QueenKoa gets an incredibly lucky hit here, yep, they're definitely not going to spend this burst. No meter to work with. They have to get an absolute miracle. It almost feels like at this point, but you're actually willing to spend the burst, making me, oh my gosh, no, say it ain't so, QueenKoa. We've all had those emotional bursts, thinking we get them in the corner, we can do it, but now you open yourself up into being behind your opponent here when it comes to the meter war.
Oh
just
wow,
dropped
I
it.
love that.
Great
It's
call out
such
by
a
Lakey.
simple option, right? That delay dash in with the JS. Lakey gets a good counter hit and showing you how strong this Baiken can be with the simple tools. We're gonna get super through. The hard knockdown comes through. QueenKoa, she's still in her JR, but no intention to fight back with. Gets called out on the wake up. Lakey gets the sweet spot gun, and that's gonna be an awesome combo to close out this game 4. We're going to the last game 5.
I'm telling you, Jeek, Lakey, incredibly good Baiken. In case anyone in the chat hasn't heard of him before, like, what a great call out there. Knowing that QueenKoa still had enough JR meter to kind of RPS potentially with a backdash option, went for that slightly deep kind of dash in, close slash, potentially hitting either a backdash or even a fuzzy jump option as well. Just incredibly strong stuff, being aware of not only your opponent's meter, but also your opponent's, resource as well. Just great stuff here. Going into a game 5. Wouldn't want it any other way.
And I've been really appreciative, to be honest with you, Ganeon, to see these characters specifically come into this new tournament patch. It's cool to see what the changes are and how the highest level of players and the highest level of competition can show off those changes. And sometimes it's just as simple as going back to basics. Lakey going for that TKO Zonsen against QueenKoa. Tries to go for that Rekka early in the JR, but Lakey with a simple wake-up super, right? Like I just said, the simple options sometimes beat these complex answers.
All right, but unfortunately, no matter how much you stop the Abba train, she can always find a way. Great deep dash. Hitting with the side switch JH here, putting Lakey through the wall as well, getting full meter back. Here we go. Guard Crush, one of the new changes here. If you could now YRC Guard Crush, something pretty strong. Take care of this there. Great parry again. Lakey showing that they're so ready for this Abba pressure. Great late to time would be plus, but actually maybe try to do parry again or even 6P. That JD side switching this time though. But Abba's coming in. Here's Abba blocking the YRC. Great burst off here. Actually, it's going to force the uninstall for QueenKoa. Jeek, this is game 5 here, potentially going into next round. Both players at just a hair of HP left. Oh, and there it is, the delayed Yozansen. You saw QueenKoa stand up for the after the close slash. Delayed it off with the simple button into it again. Lakey here, can to do this, potentially going to be a reverse sweep. Oh, and there it is, a delayed.
Dude, I love this right here. Ganeon, oh my god, look at that route. Okay, Lakey starting to show off a little bit right here. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We got that S tether throw combo. Lakey sending you through the wall. Dude, Lakey bursting on that last round was so gap. And now here we are. We are down burst, but we are up the round, and we're baiting the burst, and we have the tension. We're going for super, and we're moving on through this bracket. The Jeekly 69 loser side is claimed by Lakey on the Baiken.
Having access to that DP, I'm sure we'll have a lot of moments in for SQ if they were able to fight out. Great block on the round start. Wild assault here by Red. Oh, once again, showing a great utilization of this hack option into the JH overhead, which will allow for a combo. Welcome to the Lucy loop, you guys. Get ready to guess left and right over and over again. Going through the wall to that positive bonus immediately. SQ once again. It's like if Goldlewis never hits you, it doesn't matter if you have low HP. But there's that good 2P fight out.
I think that's true about most characters, Ganeon. If they don't hit me, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what my resources are. But here we go. SQ, she's going to be the one to burst first. She's feeling pretty good about this round, but she's still going to have to get through Red's burst, but doesn't get a chance to in this round. Red with a very well-timed 6P answers out and closes out that round. /BT to start things off. SQ with a good trade here, but the White Wild Assault, despite not being able to be RC'd, still has that invuln and still has its niche use.
Great job there. Actually, SQ being confident enough to use DP and immediately FD clash to not get hit by Red's approach. Great use of the whip normals as well. Having that hack on it there allows SQ to do it. But these setups are incredibly potent. My goodness, like I said. Oh, but unfortunately, I've seen that a lot. That super seems to have a weird connection timing when it comes to using the 2H. But SQ not deterred whatsoever. Going forward again. Able to build meters so quickly, honestly. You know, SQ here Right up then, great throw. And I was a little bit worried here for SQ using that burst in that first round. Red was up in burst meter as well. Going into round 3 of our game 1 already. SQ just looks like a different beast on this character, G.
Yeah, I mean, she said it on her stream, man. She has, she's very comfortable learning new characters and learning new games. And like I was saying, this is the new game, basically. Trying to go for that air BT. I think one of the changes to Goldlewis is that air BT is a soft knockdown. Doesn't give as much good Oki as it used to. The rising JH with that stain state applied. It is a weird one to follow, guys. There are specific normals from this Lucy that can proc that stain state. If you can keep up with the terminology. Point is that SQ knows what her character does, even on day 2.
Absolutely does. Showing a masterclass of his new character here. Lucy, Guilty Gear's first guest character, to my knowledge, showing up here and why they're one of the strongest to do it. But great versatile super here. Gonna make it even, but you don't feel too bad if you are SQ right now. Red just used all of his meter. SQ willing to not spend much on the FD as well. Gonna play that range game. Red really having no meter to work with. What can they do against this pressure? Lucy's coming in. Oh, and there's, I think even Chip was enough to do it. Just great use of both that blue wild cell into immediate charged 214H guard crush here. SQ just running a strong game. And Lucy just, this character, I think we're going to be seeing her at a lot of these events as we're coming up here. And this is only day 2, guys.
Yeah, Ganeon, honestly, I'm going to call it, like, wherever Lucy ends up on the tier list, good or bad, there's going to be people that are playing her. Like, you saw Nier with Granblue, there were people that, like, hey, I don't care how good this character is. It's Nier Automata. It's 2B, bro. I'm going to play the character. So Lucy, probably the same boat, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Feel free to quote me on that one. But as long as she's good as well, as long as she's able to be picked up by the likes of a good player like SQ, then you'll probably see a lot of her regardless. Good job confirming that far slash pickup into the Rekka S follow-up. That's a hard one right there, and SQ still keeps Red in the corner, still gets the super confirmed, and has the hard knockdown.
And Jeek, like as we've been watching here, as this first round of the second game is going, SQ just absolutely running this constant barrage of these whip normals here. Backdashing enough, willing to spend the burst right away, not to let Red play the game at all, and just getting so much value off of this 214H into the dash up JH here. I was kind of curious how these Lucy's would find the way to work off that normal, having some really specific kind of combos you need to do to make it work, but when you have Stain, it just works. But letting our little Rup play neutral for us. Great 2H and a 2H again. What a belligerent button.
Bro, that button is so good at setting up the mono wire after. And I gotta be honest, Ganeon, I love seeing people do well with Lucy so early on. It gives me the motivation as a casual player to try to just give her a shot. Play it with my friends, play it in casuals, play it in park. See what I can do, maybe copy what SQ does and try it out and see if I can do the same things, because this is a cool character and it's fun to experiment with the game. And that's what Red is doing also. Goldlewis had some changes. This person is one of the strongest here on this big body, the Secretary of Absolute Defense. And they don't care who they're up against. New DLC, buffed character, nerfed character, they are going to fight their hardest for the prize pool and try to earn their spot. SQ with a gold burst to get some more time in this round.
And I have to say, give it up to Red here. Sticking with your character can definitely be a tough time when there's been a new patch. One of the worst realizations is knowing you can kind of almost never go back to the version you maybe liked more. SQ was definitely trying to fight back here, and it feels like the game plan is just don't let Goldlewis play. But as everyone saw and posted in your chat earlier, Goldlewis hits this character. Where'd the life bar go? It was like, what, 85% of her life bar disappeared in that combo. Absolutely insane stuff here, but great stuff to Red coming back here, showing why they are one of the best Goldlewises to do it. Both our players here playing a lot more passive at the start of our third game, but here's immediate burst getting Red in the corner. Great IBFD pushing Lucy out to set up this free drone. Play the neutral for me, my child.
Yeah, and I do like that attempt from SQ trying to do the far slashes to call out Red on the approach with the drone, but the recovery was too high. And then through the minigun shots, Red was finally able to weave in a crappy BT. Now, I'm going to keep it real. Ganeon, these cross-ups and same-side JHs have been hitting 100% of the time. It is a very hard mix-up to deal with from this Goldlewis. It didn't go away with the patch, and it's something that is Red is very comfortable at executing.
Oh my gosh. And absolutely Red showing here why their Goldlewis should to be feared, even with these changes, nerfing that JD, losing that hard knockdown on the air behemoth. SQ doing her best to fight back as well, while the salt through, tried to 2H a potential JD coming in. Picked up here as well. Red potentially, yeah, and I was wondering here, looking at the meter, as soon as Red ripped out that Skyfish, SQ just did not have the life bar to be able to take that chip damage. Oh man, I can definitely see a world where Lucy just gets to absolutely bully Goldlewis here, but you cannot let this character touch you. And in some fairness, I think in the matchup, a lot of Lucy's S normals aren't going to have any real disjoints there. So options like 6P are going to get you a lot of value in stopping her from starting just pressing stuff in your face.
And it does also have a pretty lingering hitbox as well. I don't really know Goldlewis as the whiff punish character, but there is that option for you guys watching the VOD and trying to figure out how to deal with this. Lucy, good counter hit there with the mono wire. Red was ready to answer with the burst back. Unfortunately, SQ is still at that half HP mark. She does spend her burst, but Red, even with that nerf JD, is trying to get in, trying to show you how active you can be on this Goldlewis and how you can win against these quick characters. Goldlewis has trouble with these fast characters like Lucy, newly added to the game, but Red showing you that if you're comfortable on this Goldlewis, you're ready to use those anti-airs, ready to use those BTs, then the fast does nothing to you. You're able to run your game plan and you're able to put yourself on set point in some of the biggest net play tournaments out there.
Oh my gosh, great 2H. Actually ended up trading, but still got a combo. Find yourself stuck in the corner right now. This is where Lucy gets to cook. Haven't really seen a lot of JH after great use of that DP. Now seeing how low HP Lucy has, I can't imagine trying to play this character without a reversal option. Fight that super YRC. Willing to put yourself in that 8-second tension penalty. Just be able to fight out. Great IB to stop some of the damage as well. Oh, but we thought we were able to whiff punish the option here. Great PRC by Red. Continued their pressure. SQ fighting out though. Great throw, putting you back in the corner as well. Be careful though. These big bodies still build meter recently well. Oh, and there's the high PRC, but I think Goldlewis is going to live. He absolutely is with a full charge. 214H here. Immediate dropping of the laser. Trying to pull SQ in as well. Well, it actually does you chip. Oh, great PRC back just to read the situation. Pressing that far slash here. Going to the third round. Game 4 still set point for Red.
Oh my god, I love that 5K Rekka follow-up after SQ showing you how you can get that stain state applied. Regardless, scooping you back with that far slash, getting that run up close slash as the meaty, the mono wire. This is so much happening so fast. I love the 2P still trading. RedIAmNot not holding everything on defense, but SQ showing you how strong that Lucy pressure can be. 6Ping you back. Good blocks from Red, but we're getting opened up here.
No hack currently on Red here as well. Did not hit him with the 214 then with 214 here as well. Pushing back into the corner. Immediate charge there again. Your health bar, I think it might be enough to kill. It is with the charge. SQ staying in it. We're going to game 5, Jeek. My goodness. I pull up, we get all these game 5s. You love to see it, baby.
Ganeon, I gotta tell you, I've been playing Guilty Gear Strive since 2020. And there is no feeling. Watch the replay. Watch the replay. Oh, no feeling better than a fully charged 214H from Lucy killing. Oh my god, that feels so good. SQ pulling it off on stream at a $179 prize pool tournament. Guys, if you want to contribute to this top 4 exclamation point matcherino, check it out in the chat. SQ is still running it here on one of the coolest additions to Guilty Gear Strive.
Absolutely. SQ just showing a masterclass with this fresh new character there. And there is that 2H. Just get out of the sky. If you guys get a chance, check out Dust Loop. Look at that button's hitbox. Be careful how you approach this character from the sky. She is not allowing you to play up there in Strive here. Gonna break the wall with the super hard knockdown. Definitely not enough to do kind of a low damage super, all things considered, which I am A-okay with. This character is so fast. She is moving around here. YRC's off minute, but then slaps out of the sky. My God, here SQ now on match point.
We got to see what Red has to answer with this. Red trying to be aggressive, running up with that 2K, with that 2S. This is a big body character. Their villains are those fast pixie characters that can run up on you. You gotta zone them back. You gotta take advantage of these drones, and that's what Red is doing. We're trying to get this overhead drone full screen. SQ with some good blocks. She tries to get too aggressive with that 6P, and Red takes advantage of it. PRC that gets some distance back, goes for the fuzzy with the rising JK, and that is enough to splat SQ through. Red's looking pretty good here.
Oh my gosh, but great use of that 2S here. Starting SQ's pressure. Red does have it up to super. Gets a side switch with a meaty close slash here. Oh, the meaty overhead as well. To go for the super potentially. Oh, we don't get the execution. I wanted to see it. Oh, great 2P to mash out. SQ doesn't spend the burst. Red goes for the bait. I hope it was worth it. SQ be able to get it. Oh my God, and there it is. SQ takes it over RedIAmNot. And Lakey does have a pocket Asuka. I have not had the chance to play it myself, but I have heard that he has a lot of comfort on this character and actively choosing to not play Baiken into the newly juiced up Queen Dizzy, who is showing just a lot of new promise, getting a lot of buffs to that S. Michael sword, as well as some other new functionalities based on these buttons here. 2S being incredibly buffed here too. And I was saying it, like, Dizzy is really just one patch away from becoming such a threat, and maybe that is the time is now. But Lakey here running that great pressure, actually put Peluna through the wall, hard knockdown into the 5DRC mix. Great stuff here, taking that first round, saying, hey, trying to find projectiles, my friend, I got those too.
Definitely a weird interaction right there, because Rex Peluna got the hit with the ice spike, but Lakey was the one who got the wall break. That's that weird projectile matchup. Peluna paying attention to how her ice floor is making this Asuka cha-cha slide across it. We got some flame spears, we got some ice spikes. Good 7 frame? I don't know how fast it is. Super trying to answer back on Peluna, but we got the floor applied, we got the restand, and we got Lakey here in the corner with a cross up.
Oh my gosh, and Peluna definitely one of the best Dizzies to do it right now. Wings is live, anything could potentially do it. You have to almost FD all these options, but jumps into the fire spear. And the more and more as these Dizzies continue to find these grand ways to pull out Wings, you're gonna start to wonder, where the heck did my life bar go here? But we're seeing a lot of situations here where the ice really isn't necessarily working in Peluna's favor. A lot of times they end up just sliding into constant, you know, bells and buttons here from there. We'll be able to punish the ice. We aren't. Clears out the option for Peluna to do anything else after the initial there. But here comes that slide in pressure. Constant fire daggers to keep themselves plus. Oh, but no combo option here off of the one ice hit. The gravity scaling goes crazy once you get hit. Lakey switching into deck 2. Tries for double overhead. Neither one hits.
We're getting some cards here, Ganeon. We are stacking our deck. But the Michael sword through the multi-cube. Peluna knows the matchup, knows when she's confident to press those special moves, and it pays off. She's going to be getting game 1 against Lakey's Asuka. And I mean, it's still early on. We got to see if Lakey stays on this, quote, counter pick, or we're going to be pushed onto that Baiken.
Yeah, and I could definitely see it be going to Baiken. You know, in a lot of ways, all Baiken needs to be able to do is get in, but Baiken can definitely struggle with the projectile-focused characters. Now, Dizzy definitely can do a lot more than just press her projectile options. So Lakey here choosing to stick with Asuka, looking to fight magic with magic. Oh, but there's that new buffed ice spike. And seeing a shout out from the chat that Peluna was actually an Asuka main before becoming a Dizzy player. So maybe they have a lot more in line, and I'll be a little bit more aware that Lakey's not even potentially aware of as well. But good 6P, but it gets hit by the cube. Oh, but spells are whiffing right now. Looking like we are freshmen at Hogwarts.
Yeah, we're trying to pass our test with Severus Snape out here. I mean, Peluna right here playing all the mages, apparently. Oh my god, that damage. Goddamn, Ganeon. That mana shield popping definitely made that one look a little more flashy than normal. The 2D. That's an esports 2D. It's unfortunately it's on Dizzy. But I don't know. I mean, with these Dizzy changes, maybe I got to change that wording. But Peluna showing that 2D. Lakey got you in the corner with some good defense here. This Dizzy is blocking these overheads, blocking these cubes. But the 5D finally does open us up. The fast RC gets us the wall break.
Great stuff here from Lakey. Getting that positive bonus. Definitely a spot that Asuka will want to be in. This allows for constant cycling through the deck without all these spells. Oh, but there's that new also buff part left button. It just feels like they absolutely gave a lot of elements that potentially the Dizzies were looking for. Stuck in the blender, letting the fish do all the mix for you. Great stuff here from Blue so far, but no pickup off of that 2K. YRC's off to create a little bit of space. And then spend a little bit of that health as well, knowing we have this one sequence left. Burst, oh, unfortunately we get hit. It actually baits it out, but no way to punish it from that spot. But Peluna ends up taking it here, going up 2-0. And it feels like Lakey is having some of these moments where they might just be able to take it with that one sequence. But Peluna just showing a lot of comfort, choosing to RPS at the right times, being willing to spend that burst. Unfortunate, Lakey walked into that ice spike there, but it's so active now. We are so used to an ice spike timing that is no longer relevant in this patch. And Peluna just looking absolutely masterclass on this Queen Dizzy here.
I mean, I'm going to say it again. You know, Asuka, of course, is a very popular character. I'm going to keep it real. Maybe an unpopular low-tier hero. But Dizzy, even lower than that. At least in terms of before this patch. She got some changes, and she's going to have some high-level representation like Peluna, like how she's getting up this winger. Oh, I can't even speak right now, Ganeon. We're doing crazy stuff out here. We're flame spearing you down. We're getting perfects to put ourselves on set point.
And I have to say, Peluna's slight delays in a lot of their combos once that wall stick is there is allowing just enough time for these wings to activate. So much of using wings as Dizzy is just creating enough of that time between for it to go active. You don't need them to get hit. They just have to be next to you. But great spell there by Lakey, getting a little bit of a knockdown. Nothing hard as well. Once again, Ice Fire Short there, but there is that K button prior to even any of the buffs right now. I have to say, Queen Dizzy has incredibly strong K buttons for a lot of their tools, but YRC taking off there. But H. Michael soared through, but no combo. Wow, that was weird. The Q's still active. Actually, a combo. I think it's gonna be enough to kill.
Oh my god. Ganeon.
Not two of you guys. Come on, guys.
Not two of them. I'm loving what we're seeing. Here we go. We finally get cloned back. I'm gonna keep it real, Ganeon, after a little bit of a hiatus. But here she is on that Slayer, despite the changes, fighting against Paragon's Jack. Getting that counter hit, getting this burst away from the Happy Chaos. We're getting some good just blocks out. We're dancing around with those dandy steps. You gotta be a player that's willing to tame this clone. She has a high APM. She's willing to play like she can't lose. So you gotta be strong and confident like Jack is on this Happy Chaos.
Absolutely, and Jack putting you in a spot where you definitely don't want to be in here. Doesn't even matter. We spend all of that down. Finally, the 5D gunshot comes in from through the wall. Won't be enough to kill here, but you have to take this mix-up. Jack definitely one of the best to do off that there. Here you're seeing that new buffed clone as well, which now can put it behind you when he's next to it. Great block on that cross up through. Oh, and backdash is out as well. Ready to burst the base too. Oh my goodness. I was actually kind of concerned, but I forgot that he gets like 2 or 3 OTGs off of that there. Great stuff to Jack, taking this first round here of game 1 of winners finals, guys. 69, the Jeekly, here with my boy Jeek. We love it here. Oh, great 2P to mash out.
I love what we're seeing right here, Ganeon. I do want to do a quick call out real quick. Big shout outs to HariTime for that final contribution to get us over that $200 mark, upgrading the prize pool to top 4. Everyone you see on the screen gets some of that money, Cloned and Jack included. But who's going to get to that grand final spot? That's the question. We only need one more hit to close out this round, but Jack, despite that low HP, goes for this Deus Ex, sends us through, gets that hard knockdown Clone with the $1.50 Scop Dog. What can she do here with the 100 tension?
Looking like nothing. Unfortunately, you just gotta watch it. That full stick of butter when you are getting put through the wall. Hard knockdown here. A full burst, full tension. Jack ready to bait it here and chooses to do a FRC forward into throw. So there's no option to even use that burst. Jack is absolutely built different, Jeek.
This guy, believe it or not, plays this damn game. And I've heard from top players on their other streams. I'm not a top player myself. I just watch a lot of streams. I watch these other top players. They talk about Jack, and they're saying, hey, man, it is hard to compete with someone who has that many raw hours. Jack, not including power, not including his time in the matchmaking servers, playing against other high-level players, labbing matchups, learning the tech, is in these net plays every single weekly night in TNS and Paragon, in the Jeekly, fighting it out in winners finals, grand finals, showing off to his stream just how strong he is, Deus Exing players through the wall like Clone. She is such a good rep on the Slayer, but Jack makes her look like nothing out here. Look at this strong play he has, crossing up with JK in the corner.
Oh, thank goodness they let J2K be what it was, but great reversal throw here by Clone. Back throw incident, don't let it happen to you. Let's see the and he actually, oh my god, he baits the dash through as well and calls out the backdash in the corner with that 2K. Jack just, you know, once again, there's a reason why this player, time and time again, you see him in TNS, you see him in the Jeekly here, just absolutely picks up these tournaments on the regular. I believe they also won FlyQuest this week too, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Jack is definitely one of the best to do it, showing why, you know, super high placements at Evo as well. Going through the wall here, you're cursed up as well. No place any character wants to be against this behemoth that is Happy Chaos.
This player is so consistent as well. I do got to do a quick shout out, to Vagabond, also doing a $10 contribution to that Matcherino, adding to that prize pool. Of course, every dollar added gets put to that prize split directly to the players. It goes directly to the players, y'all. I can't be more clear. It only goes to the players, so thank you very much for contributing to that. It helps out everyone you see at the screen from this point on in the bracket. Cloned, using that new YRC to get some distance here against this Happy Chaos, and it pays off. She's got Jack fighting on this defense. The BRC gives him a chance to line up that 6S, and while the distance may be reduced in that point-blank range, it doesn't matter. It still does its job, and Jack is moving on 2-0. We still got one more game here on this winner's final.
And I have had to give it to Jack to not, basically just choosing not to spend YRC at any of these points. Like, you can kind of feel when all it's going to take is that one hit for Slayer to potentially take you out, but just sitting on that meter, using it that right option to be able to BRC forward and hit. Such good stuff from this guy. Let's see before I start here of our next match here. Jack currently up 2-0 as well. We are stuck in the corner against Slayer. Doesn't want to be great hit on that 2S as well. Slayer did take a bit of a nerf when it came to his 2H here, but once again, just Jack just not letting any of this Slayer setup here. I have to tell you guys, if you are looking for a masterclass on defensive options you can do depending on your character, he's showing you, at least from the Happy Chaos side, a lot of things Slayer do. They're kind of relying on you to be a little bit more patient, letting them kind of run their game, but unfortunately we're going through the wall here. Deus Ex Machina, hard knockdown. We'll set up B here. Basic IED in with that JAS. Oh, but clips him with the Rekka Low. Going through the wall here, pile bunker. Even if it didn't kill, you would have been stuck as well. Cloned is absolutely fighting back here, saying that it is not going to be 3-0. I'm going to do my best.
And the cool thing about this one, Ganeon, is that we're still on that winner side. Despite who goes down, they still have a chance in this bracket, whether it's Jack or Clone. Here we go, 2Hing you back, trying to get some distance. I love that Danny step low. They get the pick up in the super map punch early on to call out the fact that Jack is holding on to that burst. He still has that option, of course, but we got that positive bonus. Cranking Clone, trying to get a bait here, possibly with this burst safe route, but gets a chance. Jack on a pixel. It's going to be that close slash on the other side. Clone said, put the brooms away. I'm getting one on the board.
So there will be no 3-0s here tonight. Not if I can do anything about it here. I love the option trying to go for a burst safe route. It can potentially be detrimental, even game losing to get burst by Happy Chaos. So great options here, getting back in immediately and catching Jack with that side switch close slash. Let's see if Clone can continue this momentum. But once again, as everyone knows, Jack wants to do it there. Great call out on the Dandy with that 2P. Such an insane normal, being able to pick up a full option here, going through the wall and not dancing, knocking out to potentially break it here. But we already get positive bonus. Jack kind of playing that bit of distance here as well. Clone trying to find that right time to go in, but great throw. Walked up into the K Mappa hunch, and if you do not space that correctly, you could be minus in your opponent's face. Going through the wall here, HariTime, the health bar is so low. What will the mix be? Some delay options there. Oh, and we got spooked out, thinking maybe it's gonna be a throw. Jack here on set point.
You know, I got to do a quick shout out. I know it's winners finals, but a massive contribution from ScaryEsq of $100 to the match arena. You guys see it there in the bottom left. $330 is going to be contributed to the top 4 players you see here on the screen, Cloned and Jack included. Jack trying to get the biggest slice of that. Big shout out to ScaryEsq. Thank you so much, homie. That, of course, all goes to the players. Clone going for that Mappa hunch, gets the counter hit. She goes for that P Mappa a little early there, but Jack actually gets the whip punish. Going to do the behind the back shot. The Deus Ex you through, getting that hard knockdown. And we only need one more interaction to close out this winner's final set.
Absolutely. A bit of a BRC mix as well here. Clone just kind of fading some options with some basic, just kind of back and forth here. Spooky spot, catches Jack pressing something there as well. Immediately sends it again, but afraid to commit after that 2H. Once again, Slayer dealing with now a nerf strong tool, but catches the IAD out with the S follow-up from Dandy. But unfortunately gets the backdash, but no full combo. Oh, but backdash into the hand too, but Jack takes it.
There you go. On the Lucy, and you're going to be seeing, oh god damn it, I'm sorry guys, you're going to be seeing it here on SQ. She is playing it, the Lucy, the strongest that we've seen so far in these net play brackets. Of course, it's only been day 2, but it's up against Peluna, the Dizzy out here, showing off the new changes, showing how her strong fundamentals on the character in general are going to complement these positive buffs, these boons that she's received from Guilty Gear 4.5.
Absolutely, Peluna just showing an absolute strong comfortability of being on this ice, kind of offering different strings that take advantage of the fact that Dizzy is constantly sliding you. Great bait on that DP here, and should be an easy pickup in the kill. Doesn't even need to go for anything too spicy there, just a couple normals in with that FRC. H Michael Sword does it, but immediately into the next round. SQ here working around, and great JH into cancel JH again. SQ just taking advantage of that hack, but unfortunately walked into, once again, that new ice spike. Zato's starting to cry right now, wondering why this feels like just a better version of Invite Hell. But there's the wings. SQ being able to play out of there. Didn't take too much damage from that hit. Great knockup on there. Weird side switch as well. An unfortunate whiff option then to into the freeze. Oh, now we're stuck in the mix. Oh, and there it is to the throw. It doesn't get a chance to burst. And Peluna taking a, I'd say, pretty controlled first game here. Just kind of not really letting SQ get any of her game plan going.
Yeah, no, you know what's crazy about that is that we actually saw SQ playing earlier in one of her pools matches, and honestly, it went just as fast. She was playing against Desti, a very strong Baiken player, and that game 1, Keep it a buck, it went crazy fast. And if you didn't know who SQ was, you would have thought, okay, easy 3-0. But SQ is definitely a very strong adapter player. She knows how to take that data from the last game, win or lose, and put it into the next one. And also SQ in general, the longer the set goes on, she gets stronger of a player. She's showing off for the stream. She's showing off for her own pride and ego. She's going to try to get things going. But Peluna, with a really good anti-air, with that cross-up fish, with these wings applied, with that restand into the super, the wings proccing, that's going to be enough to kill. My God, what a crazy round. I spent half of it complimenting SQ, but Peluna is the one to get the Twitter clip.
And that all started with, once again, Dizzy getting a buffed 2S. There are actually spaces. Unfortunate gold burst whiffing the option point there, but absolutely Peluna showing this strong sequence that if Dizzy is able to get 50 meter once Wings is activated, they might potentially lock you into that super long animation. But they're going to take an advantage of the option of 214H cancel. SQ trying to keep Peluna stuck in this corner here. Great block on the ice, but unfortunately runs into the Michael sword. About to be skating on ice here. Fish playing neutral right now. Do a little bit of a zoning game here, knowing that SQ has to approach Peluna, who is there. Wire sees off them, which will stop the Wings here as well. 2K2D, IV's back as well. FRC into that grip block, and actually calls out the JH jump again with the air throw. Peluna keeping their turn. SQ in such a terrible spot right now. Health bar is absolutely low, but do so fast. But all it takes is run up close slash take it. Peluna out of nowhere already on set point.
Peluna, so strong on this Dizzy. Someone was saying in the chat earlier, getting top 8 in the last bracket pre-nerfs. I mean, buffs, goddammit, excuse me, pre-buffs. Showing off this new Dizzy. I've been seeing some of those hitboxes, man. Dizzy's got some esports buttons. I'm not going to call them out by name. But Peluna, regardless of that, has been showing off how she can pilot this Dizzy, can keep her opponents guessing, can keep them restood, keep them crossed up, keep their defensive mechanics wasted as these throws come out. The fishes come out. Peluna builds the meter, gets them restand. 5D gets the hit. Jesus Christ.
Oh, but not enough to kill quite, but the distance is long. Not sure it's going to get an option here. It'd be quite a feat if SQ could somehow bring this round back. It might be over and goes for a cheeky throw. Great fuzzy jump into that JK. Such a strong button for Dizzy when she is in that air. Great 6P on the whips. Once again, Lucy definitely has a lot of lingering hitboxes, making him easy to call out, even if you don't catch it on the way in. Oh, but great use of that freeze into a slight delay with that throw. Letting Fish play forward. Great DP out here by SQ. Fighting back here against Peluna. There. Oh, and FX wings immediately off. Great burst here to stop it. And the 2H again, but immediately it's back and Peluna saying, I'm not trying to let SQ play. I'm sure they've been watching SQ cook with this Dizzy tonight, but gotta be careful. No overhead this time. Went for it. It's a close slash instead. Eats it again. Stuck in that hack as well, going through the wall. Positive. SQ is not done with this fight yet.
Trying to get that mono wire hit right there, trying to get that wire to connect, to get that stain proc. You still see it cranking. As long as SQ gets a hit with the wire, it gets that stain applied, but the wire C actually gets rid of that mechanic. Peluna gets a chance to fight back, and despite her blocking, gets the fish applied, gets the restand, and with the flashy finish, Peluna moves on. 3-0 on the Dizzy.
As we were saying, we just saw Peluna take it 3-0 over SQ on the Lucy. We're now seeing cloned with the Slayer as well. Let's see if it's going to be the power of bats and vampires and a $1.50 stop dog, or Peluna here putting you on ice, letting the fish play here, knocking them with a great 2P option. Recently buffed tool in Slayers. Oh, and there is the 5H catching you on pressing on wake up as well. But watch once again, trying to watch any character move on this ice can be so annoying.
I mean, Peluna definitely likes it when she gets that fade away spear, that flame spear, that fire spear, trying to get you with that Mr. Narwhal clone, getting whiff punished a bit with those jump JSs. Peluna showing you how strong those S normals can be. The restand comes out. Unfortunately, didn't get the link there on the 2D after going for the Wings of Light. So Clone gets a chance to play. She gets the cross-up pile bunker, and in fact, closes out the round. Peluna, unfortunately, down on her burst resources as well as rounds.
Yeah, and really good stuff there to Luna, showing Peluna's showing a really good mix option with whiffing the jump in into the immediate rising JK. The no full counter there. Actually, and is able to pick up with the counter hit combo. H. Michael's sword counter hit will pick up into that ice. Great utilization of the fish, being able to do 5D into that fish as well. Happy Chaos at home right now. And forcing Slayer to have to kind of play this large distance, and it just, Slayer has to spend this option, and once again, there's that K Mappa, but a little too close, unfortunately, which will make it minus there. Peluna answering back as well. Immediate round 3 of our first match here. Losers finals, both players wanting a cut of that money, wanting to go to that next tier as well. We're looking at an intense money match at this point. Great 6P to keep yourself going. And you are stuck in this train. How do I get out? I don't want to get hit, but unfortunately counter hit is what you chose. Oh my gosh, and bait out that burst as well. Oh, is this gonna be enough to take it through? It is cloned. Actually is the one taking game 1 here. Damn, she's good, Jeek.
She is cracked, and if anyone is deserving of this money, it's going to be the players you see in the prize pool at this point. Big shout outs to Yuppers for the $20 contribution, adding on top of the pot, getting us to that $350 prize split. Like I said, we're upgraded to top 4. So everyone you see on the screen, including SQ, pass on back to SQ. She is out of the bracket, but every dollar you add technically goes to her pocket by a percentage. So thank you very much, Yuppers. Thank you everyone who's contributed. Appreciate you very much. Thank you everyone for claiming the codes. That's been awesome. Clone, good job teching right there. Peluna trying to dance up on you with that ice wall, keeping her throw safe with the PRC, getting another one to follow it up.
I love that OTJ with the ice spike, just to guarantee that you're gonna get a guarantee setup on it. And great slide in with that ice. Fish allowing for a great combo in the corner here. My goodness, here the push is going on. Where is your health bar going? The wings are saying, let me get the darkness out of you. Putting the cross and the garlic right in Slayer's face, but Slayer's saying, listen now, let me respond with a little bit of a pile bunker. All it took were 3 hits and you lost almost two-thirds of your life bar. Slayer still no slouch in the damage department, but constantly sliding in. Having to spend the RC to stay plus as well. Oh, a great call out on the forward grab on Fanger as well. There it is again, the whiff button to the immediate rising JK. Peluna is absolutely cooking the Slayer right now. Does the other set wings here? You do go back to the beginning of your timer when you go through the wall. The hit will take it out here as well. And there's that command grab. And now we're going to spend it as well. Once again, going to a round 3. I wonder if we're going to be seeing round 3 in every match tonight. These players are playing out of their mind. The money is on their mind. Immediate burst from Clone.
Luna going to burst you right back as well. Getting that floor. Oh, wow. Dude, the ice floor interaction with the Master's Hammer is actually crazy. Peluna getting a distance from it to where she doesn't get guard crush, gets the restands. We got Clone bouncing around on the floor here. The wings come out, but Peluna doesn't even need them. The threat is enough. We get the game. We even up the score.
Jeek, I said, and it's so sick that your clip caught it right here. The absolute intentional like delays, waiting for the absolute longest time to be able to pick up these combos, keep things going. It is about getting wings active. These Disney put in so much time in, figure out how to optimize. We saw this tool. A lot of people kind of laughed it off, but a lot of people are sticking with it right now. Great throw on the Master's Hammer. Peluna showing they have a lot of comfortability if you don't have a reversal option.
That same side JK looked like a glitch. That is insane. Peluna getting the Wings of Light. It's going to repark on the other side. Now, that was a trade hit, so the Wings Light does go away. But hey, look, I'll trade against Slayer if it means I don't die. I'm going to keep it a buck, especially if I'm a zoner. We're going to go ahead and get that Wings reestablished. We're going to get on the other side again. Clone this time, going for a much stronger Dandy Step option. Gets the hit that benefits her. We keep that 6H safe. We get that Flame Spear pickup, and Peluna closes out the round.
Gosh, and it felt like this round was just an absolute trade of blows back and forth here. Clone finds time to get in. Oh my gosh, great call on the backdash as well. We're about to be in here. Get yourself caught by the command grab, but there is Universe. Sharon calling it out, going through the wall. Definitely should not be death here as well. Dizzy is a tanky character. After a simple item in, but catches them with the side with Power Bunker. Great throw again on the Master's Hammer, saying, I've been in trading mode. I've been trying this out, but actually catches the backdash there with Fish. Wings are set up right now. It's a spooky spot. This is incredibly losable for Clone still. Gonna run this great pressure here. Get out. There's the setup here. If Wings activate, this might be enough to kill. And it calls up the burst as well. Peluna, you are insane.
Oh my God, Ganeon, holy fuck, guys. Watch this replay back. Holy shit. Peluna goes for the burst to delay the oh my God, sorry, goes for the wild assault to delay the burst. I'm sorry, let's watch the replay one more time. Goes for the wild assault to delay the burst, to go for the Wings of Light so that it procs long enough while baiting the burst to get the kill on Clone. Oh my God, and here we go, guys. The round start already happened. Peluna down a little bit of HP, spent that burst back, cloned on top of her here in the corner.
And I'm fully aware that Pluto's only 1-2, but that game felt so good. We wanted to give her 2, but end up backdashing yourself into the charged narwhal. Oh, but actually get the combo off. When it comes to Dizzy, sometimes the H Michael swords aren't quite gonna get you the option. They don't cover quite in time here. Immediate burst back off. Clone willing to send it here as well. Catches an IED attempt. Just make it simple. Clone fighting back, saying, Peluna, it's not over with yet. I'm taking this to a game 5. Be careful here as well. These players are playing out of their mind. You have to imagine they're starting to feel a little bit of that pressure, knowing that if I make a couple of right choices here, a couple more dollars will be in my pocket. Oh, but tries to jump in with the JS, gets thrown for their troubles.
Oh my God, the PRC to keep herself safe on that whip throw. Oh my God, that jump back JS. The Wings are proccing Ganeon. Okay, unfortunately, they won't keep going, but we got so many fishes called. Peluna definitely has her setups on lock. Blocks that first cross up from Clone, but not the second, and the pile bunker loop comes out. Clone saying, I don't care if my character got changed. I got the combos. I got the loops, and they're gonna pay off. They're gonna get me game 4, and I'm gonna keep this close, if not take it against this Dizzy.
That route was perfect. I'm not sure if that was just trying something, but being able to just get, a lot of times you're only going to get that singular hit off of the ice floor, but it was enough to be able to put them in the wall for the stick. Cloned, playing out of her mind, keeping themselves composed here, feeling that pressure as well. Gotta say, this match is absolutely delivering. Game 5, chat. Who do you think is going to take it here? Peluna immediately met with a great IB into that throw. Ice Spike set up right now. Let's watch Slayer try to move on this floor. Nice far slash, buddy.
I like that 2D from the full screen to catch that restand. Ganeon, if I can predict the future, I gotta say either of these players would do well against Jack. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Both these players have good records against him, so I don't know in terms of taking him out. It could be either of them, so we'll have to see. It's all about your favorite. Peluna gonna get this super to take out Cloned here. Now, of course, if you're rooting for Jack, you don't want either of these players to get through because they both have good records against him in the past. Clone gonna get thrown on that Master's Hammer again. That's twice in this one set.
Peluna just looks so comfy against this Slayer pressure here. Have to say, this just feels like they absolutely have no worry when it comes to Slayer making their way in here. Great burst off melee again to kind of reset the option. There's once again a use of those great K normals from it, but Pile Bunker catches. No combo option potentially there, but close slash chases. Gets yourself a closeout, just does everything for you. But once again, Dizzy incredibly tanky. 100 meter to work with as well, but gets chased. No OTG option. And as she misses as well, but closeout picks up here. What will be the option? Full combo for Peluna. Sets up wings as well. Gonna go for it there, but oh, Goldberg's to put it off, and Clone punches back, going to the final round of Losers Finals, Game 5.
Peluna tried to get that wing set up. Oh my God, a third throw on the Master's Hammer. Oh my God, Peluna in this Game 5 in Losers Finals still goes for that high risk, high reward throw here on this Slayer. Takes Clone downtown with the ice floor, rebouncing, gets the wing proc, the flex shield buys some distance. Oh my God, Clone trying to get one last hit and gets a counter hit on that Mappa.
And I have to say, I wonder if Peluna's just starting to down too much, but once again, we have throws on lock. Oh my God, Clone cannot run her pressure. Reversal throw, my MVP. My goodness, that was such an insane set here. Peluna showing us all that we have some work to do to never let a Slayer get Master Hammer off ever again. But here we go, guys. Grand finals of JKLY 69. Jack on the Happy Chaos, Peluna on the Dizzy. I cannot wait to see this set, Jeek.
And Peluna has brought Jack to Game 5 multiple times before. Of course, she will need to win 2 sets here, 1 to reset the bracket and 1 to win the tournament if she's coming from the loser side. But if it's going to be anyone, dog, it's going to be her. She's already taken Jack to Game 5 on the pre-buff Dizzy. Can she do it here on this new patch again, like she did earlier in the bracket? Jack, however, looking so strong, so consistent, so powerful in this Happy Chaos, already getting that positive bonus loop, but Peluna answers back with a reversal super.
There it is. Says, get off me, Jack. Not trying to deal with any of your stuff here. Jack time mounts back, and Jack doesn't even have to move. Not even choosing to engage whatsoever on that ice. Just sat there and waited. Made Peluna come to him, and now basic route should be enough. Absolutely. There's Deus Ex Machina. Jack taking a pretty convincing round 1 of this grand final set. But we've seen it, y'all. Peluna is definitely capable of doing it. Just has to somehow out neutral Jack. And it's not so hard to play neutral sometimes when the reticle is on ya. Let's see if the fish can be enough to do it. So basic normals, try to catch out the jump there as well.
That's going to in the corner. Jack going for the focus cancel instead. The RNG shot not connecting. Peluna gets a chance to walk up and get that 6H cancel into the wings of light. We do have this ice floor established. The J2K gets 6P. Jack has to answer back with that burst.
Oh, put in the corner here once again. Peluna just playing a little bit of shimmies on the ice skaters. Look out this new trick I learned. Jack just trying to not have anything of it. Great IB on the Michael Store. FRC down overhead with the JP. Peluna just moving across the screen. A damn near Dizzy jump scare.
She used that to catch fish, and she used that to catch Jack. Not blocking, getting him through the wall. Holy shit. Gets that Wings of Light established. Of course, it resets after the wall break, but Jack catches you with that Abari. Good back throw there from a Peluna. Jack answers back with the deflect shield, gets some distance back, but this Dizzy has 100 meter. How is she going to spend it?
She's not to engage in Jack in the air, but all it's going to take is a simple close lap to do it. Peluna saying, hey, hold up, hold up. Game 1 goes to me.
The queen of Queen Dizzy Peluna. Good stuff right there. Bringing out that Mr. Narwhal. I don't know his name, but goddamn, he's cute and I love his ribbon. Peluna using him to get this first game on the board of this grand finals. Reminder, we're gonna have to win 3 games here and reset the bracket before we have one last final set. Of course, Jack just needs to figure out the matchup in that amount of time. And as someone as consistent and as powerful as him on this Happy Chaos, I wouldn't be surprised if he could do it. So if you want to root for this Dizzy, if you want to root for Peluna, I gotta hear you in the chat. That air throw right there from Jack, the red RC to confirm it into a wall break after we got Peluna sent through here. Strong stuff. Peluna has 100 tension right here. Gonna use it on the PRC. Oh my god, the 5H from downtown gets the restand as well. Do you guys see this combo we're getting from full screen into a wall break?
My god, positive bonus to start rolling here for Peluna, but all it takes is FFC. We're willing to spend the burst as well. We really want to take advantage of the work we put in, but doesn't actually pick up. There it is. Oh, we got bursted by Happy Chaos, but Dizzy having such a unique character, being able to answer Happy Chaos post-burst. What a privilege. Usually you get burst by Happy Chaos, you might as well kiss that round goodbye, but Ice Spike says no.
Peluna does get picked up here after that shot. Jack 6S'ing through the wall. Strong stuff right here. The curse is still applied and we got the low. Jack saying, hey, look, if I got 50 tension, you're gonna hold the mix. Hard knockdown. Happy Chaos, positive bonus. This is a hard spot to come back from. You do have the gold burst. Peluna feeling pretty good about this round.
But unfortunately, we find ourselves sliding towards Happy Chaos. But great 6P's gonna call out the air option here. Wings are set right now. The skate about to be in for Jack. Essentially delay it here as well. I don't think it's gonna activate before the super goes through. It doesn't quite, but enough damage to make it hurt for sure. Wings will be reactivated as well. Positive bonus works so well for this mechanic here. Oh, what an air tech by both their players as well. Jump in, JH calls out the burst as well. Peluna is playing out of her mind, and she's already up and potentially gonna reset this grand final set.
Oh my god, Ganeon. Holy shit, dude. Okay, first off, do you see it in this replay? Oh my god, Peluna is like 4 for 4 for air techs, bro. Oh, okay, 4 for 5 because Jack did get an air throw earlier in this same set. My point being, she is so quick at getting those air throws, those air techs in general. She can know how to make this Happy Chaos sit down when they're flying at you. Jack saying, I'm not going to take this lying down. I am not credited as the best net player for nothing. I am Jack from Celestial, upgraded to Jack from Vanquisher. I'm going to take you out back with this 5D gunshot. And I'm going to put you through the wall with this 100 meter with this Deus Ex Machina.
No place worse to be than against Happy Chaos, who's right sitting on a full butt. Tried to jump in, but we had the safe jump on deck. Doesn't even need to spend the meter here. An incredibly quick first round going to Jack here. What felt like such a back and forth of those first two games with Peluna pulling out here. Jack is really showing a lot of comfortability. As Jeek was saying here, one of the best to do it, if not the best to do it online, and jumps in with that J2K. Everyone was praying for his downfall, but it says, I live, bitch, going through the wall, positive bonus.
And Peluna's blocking it out. She's got 100 meter. She's gonna, rather 50 meter. She's gonna spend it on that reversal super again. But Ganeon, that's unfortunate. The second time we've spent it in this game alone, and it hasn't paid off. Jack taking advantage of those reversal supers, ready with those, do I even call them safe jumps? He's just ready to block out that reversal, so he gets rewarded with this game 3. Definitely a strong play from him, definitely the sort of pace that we're used to seeing from Jack in general. We'll have to see if that pays off, if that keeps up. But Peluna was so strong in those first 2 games, maybe she can tone it down a bit back to her tempo, or maybe Jack brought it back into his realm.
I feel like so much of the rest of the set is going to come down to the way this goes. But even if Jack does drop this game to Peluna, Peluna has to beat Jack again in 3 more games. And before we can even think about the future, we're going through the wall right now. Deus Ex, positive bonus. What is going to be the option here? Is Peluna starting to sweat as everyone's quietly calling out here? Jack might just be in his comfort zone. There's the 5P anti-air going through the wall again. It might be enough. Crushing guts. It is. And I'm starting to, I don't know. I feel like Jack is spilling blood in the water, Jeek.
Jack saying, hey, look, I let the people's champ play a couple games. I let Peluna feel like she was doing something. but she is only doing it against me by my will. I am the Titan of Guilty Gear Strive. I am the Jack from Celestial, and I am going to win this bracket. I'm gonna Deus Ex you through. I'm gonna make people hate my character, and I'm gonna do it by playing like a boss. I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna execute perfectly, and I'm going to show you why I'm the best in the game with that PRC baiting the burst. Jack going to get us to game 5 after a swift, very quick 2 games back to back.
And if I was in Peluna's shoes right here, I would start to feel the tension. It feels like Jack had a chance to check out the match arena and goes, wait a second, I should probably turn it on at this point here. Getting another game 5. I feel blessed no matter which way this goes. I would ask for another game 5 if possible. Peluna making me believe in Queen Dizzy. But Jack, once again, the demon themselves, playing a little bit of neutral here for it then. Some very basic 2S pokes as well. Immediate burst off. Now wanting to let Jack in that corner, so you gotta do it again. But Jack showing so comfortable fighting back in this. Such a scary spot to be. You have no burst now. You have to take this mix. Cross up roll. It comes for us all. Here we go. Move to the wall, Deus Ex.
She went for that early burst there, and it actually went into her detriment because Jack going for those cross-up roll mixes ended up calling her out for it. We got that flame spear. She used that to catch fish, and now she's trying to catch Jack dashing in the air. Good tech right there. Peluna has the tension to keep herself safe with the PRC. Calls out the roll with the 5K. The fish gets the pickup. The restand comes out, and we got the wings established.
And you cannot hold up here. That fish will immediately clip you if you do, but Jack says, not even worried. I got a gun. Who cares about your fish made of ice? Immediately see YRC off, going back to neutral there. Burst off again. Could this be another burst, potentially at the detriment of Peluna here as well? I'm gonna put back in the corner here. Great 2S, a new bump up with the pat. Burst off as well. Both our players want it. Feeling the pressure of the moment, but great chase on the back, the close left. Jack is now answering back. Is this the reverse sweep? Game 5.
Jack here on set point. If you're a Peluna fan, you're feeling good that Jack had to spend his burst. But if you're a Jack fan, you are feeling the momentum. You are feeling how much he wants to win, how much he feels like he can't lose. And look at the screen. He is sending Peluna through the wall, taking away half her HP with 1 confirmed. We got the positive bonus. The 5D is the pickup. We're trying to beat the burst here from Peluna. 50 tension here on deck. RedOC confirms the burst, and Jack is the winner of the Jeekly 69, the first online Jeekly of the new patch. This is the future of Guilty Gear Strive, and we're all here for it. GG's, well played. Any shout-outs before I send off this raid?
Play Guilty Gear Strive, you guys. Play ranked then. If you happen to be in the Midwest and you can make it out to C3 next week and in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Saturday, please check it out. We're going to have some same players there. If you're familiar of the Slayer mix use will be there. Lakey, who you saw play tonight, will be there as well. Insanely good Baiken. So cannot wait for that tournament. Cannot wait to boot up some more Strive and get myself climbing too.
Guys, sign up for the Jeekly every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. Minimum $50 prize pool. Shoutouts to the Tasker Brian birthday bash. StarTouchG/Tasker. That's going to be next Friday. $1,000 prize pool. Hope to see you guys there. Bi-weekly on Saturdays is our beginner bracket. StarTouchG/Jeekly Academy for students of the game. And also check us off offline at Edgewater, Maryland, at Token MTG in Annapolis. Guys, that's it for me. You guys have a good weekend. Peace out.
Peace out, chat.